one of my favorite songs to dance to, like in a club with like a woman, is Dirty Wine. I love Dirty Wine. When Dirty Wine come out, whatever. Of course, but when Dirty Wine comes on and stuff, whatever, I'm looking for a woman.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a woman.
Right.
So if I'm looking for a woman and stuff, whatever, I don't really care where you come from. I'm just hoping the stuff that you can do what you can do when I need you to do it for this dance.
Right.
Now, once this dance is done now, I'm not looking at like, shit, you Dirty Wine the fuck out of me. What's your number?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at stuff like, yo, this is a dance for the moment.
Yeah.
And I keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Now, other cultures and stuff like, I guess they look at like, yo, like I heard Jadakiss say, if I dance with her, you know I got a chance with her.
Right.
Right? So I look at it stuff as like, don't really count it, but I partially count it because I know if you're not to what the woman expects, like say you tap a woman on the shoulder, you're like, you know, trying to dance behind you, like, bam, bam, and she look like, no, nigga, you know, because you're ugly.
Yeah.
Then if she does agree to it, then that means you do have a chance.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Not your average Joseph. Marvelous. It's ridiculously funny.
I'm marvelous.
Not this again.
I'm not your average Joseph.
And we
I am Ben Dillinger. Whoa.
Hey, oh, my bad.
Ben Dillinger's here too.
We are the Podical sons and friends.
And stepson?
Adopted son.
Adopted son.
That's right.
Son.
Here on a Sunday.
Let's start the show. How you feeling, man? Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
You know, people
feeling great.
People missing you.
You know,
I don't believe that.
Nah, people be asking this stuff for her because it's just like, you know what it is? For some odd reason, somebody said to me, I said it to you in like passing and joke, but then somebody else said it to me and stuff to me. They're like, yo, your boy, I haven't seen him back on your show or heard him on your show and stuff like that.
Okay.
He's kind of like the Wax of the show. And I was like, and then they said Wax went missing. And I was like, Wax is missing?
Wax went missing?
I don't know. Because I knew he had his own podcast.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, Bully and the Beast.
Bully and the Beast. Yeah.
Is it still going?
I have no idea.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
I don't like that comparison though.
Why?
I was going to say Bro Man from Fifth Floor.
No, what am I? That's the dumb one.
Ain't nothing dumb. There's nothing dumb about Bro Man.
How are you dumb?
Fifth Floor?
Yeah, Fifth Floor.
No, Fifth Floor.
I wouldn't say Bro Man. I like see the Wax thing. I look at the stuff is that you come with some stuff that might be a little bit different from ours, but then it might work perfectly with me.
And that's okay.
And it might work. That's what I'm saying. It's still remember the end and tag. The difference between genius and stupidity. Genius has its limits. So if we're ready to have fun and get into the shits, baby, I can count on you. Can I count on you, sir?
We'll see.
You got limits on us?
I don't know, man.
Yes, man. All streaming platforms possible. Like, comment, subscribe.
All of that.
YouTube, you can see us. Spotify as well. And podicalsons.com.
Oh, you got a .com too?
Yeah, man. We moving on up like George and Wheezy. you gotta do that shit, man.
Oh, man.
Is your business a business if you don't have a .com?
Nowadays, yeah, it seems not.
Because anybody can create a social media for free.
Yeah.
How much dedicated you are to your business. This now shows stuff how serious you are because you're like, shit, even if you reserve the name and you put coming soon, I expect that if you do that now, at least 3 months, 90 days down the line, something should at least be in ground roots and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, but you're right, yeah.
You need a business, in order for your business to be like a legit business.
Yeah, even if you're a subcontractor, everybody has their resumes like on the website now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About me.
Their portfolio, yeah.
About me, this is what we're about.
You're
merch,
right.
all that type of stuff.
Page, everything, just ready to go.
Okay, you guys got me thinking now.
See, look at this. This is the genius. This is the genius aspect. This is the genius aspect.
Put my resume on there.
Dillinger.com.
Yeah, something like that. Oh man, but sorry, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, you ready?
Oh, wait, get in line behind this dude. He's got his feet photos ready. He's got his mankini all set up.
Maybe it's a tutorial on how to create a podcast. How about that? Maybe something like that. Family friendly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah. OnlyFans, not just nudity. You can learn a few things.
You realize, they just only look for you on YouTube for that, though.
Yeah. But the thing is, they always leave you with a cliffhanger. If you like what I'm talking about, buy my program, $9.99. And you get 4 modules, blah, blah, blah. It's how it is. They sell you a program.
You can send them to your OnlyFans that way.
Yeah.
Sell them a dream. Sell them a dream. Some dick pics too, but sell them a dream.
I thought about doing something like that.
What, selling dick pics?
No, but doing reviews with sex toys for males.
I'll be interested in that.
Yeah.
Reviews for sex toys with males.
Because, okay, check it.
How are you reviewing this? First it's
all video. It's going to be on OnlyFans, so...
Oh, so you're inserting your sausage into these
but
things?
no face. You wouldn't know it's me. Lucky for me, I don't have any. I don't have any tattoos. No, I wear the black latex gloves.
It's you.
I'll wear the black latex gloves or those tight bodysuits. Yeah, those bodysuits they wear in hockey games. Wear one of those. This egg feels good. Just add some lubrication.
Tenga.
7 out of 10. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
I was telling Marv that I went down a
rabbit hole,
a real doll rabbit hole the other day.
Oh yeah,
I stumbled upon this photo.
It's like dumpster. Is it that one? No, maybe not.
Was it a dump truck?
No, somebody threw one in the garbage and people are like poking at it. But anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
In one way or another.
The one I seen, I thought it was an actual person.
Yeah.
And I was like saying, Marv, like, holy shit, this stuff is looking like
came up.
really, really authentic.
Yeah.
Like to the point where you gotta really go, oh, okay, it's a doll.
Yeah. But no,
they come up though, because think about like, all right, look at the video game shift, right? Think about how shit was super pixelated and stuff, and it'd be like, it's supposed to simulate, like if you're playing Duck Hunt, it's supposed to simulate a dog and all that type of stuff. You're like, that shit don't look like no damn dog.
Yeah.
Right. Look animated and stuff. Imagine they came out with like Duck Hunt today's times and stuff. Like if I actually have a fucking AI dog talking to you or stuff instead of laughing at you and everything.
Right.
And the graphics would be so souped up.
Yeah.
Because the technology would kind of catch up to like the thought.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So once the technology kind of catch up to the thought, this is when everything was different. Remember, blow up dolls been pumping from like 1970.
I was about to say.
They just had the mouth like,
the frozen.
Right.
Yeah.
Now the technology is here and amongst us and stuff, whatever. They done came up.
Yeah.
That ain't even real to you right now. That's a jokey one now.
Yeah.
Like I look at if you go anywhere and you're like, oh, I got a blow up doll and you have that in the house, they'd be like, oh, you're just a jokester. They know if you have that Fucktron 3000, they know you bout your masturbation.
Right.
They know you bout that masturbation.
Those things cost like almost not as much as a car anymore.
They cost more than a car.
No, I was gonna say an accent. It used to be cost $9.99.
You can get a hoopty. You can get a hoopty in Canada for probably like $1,200-$1,300.
Yeah. No, these are $10,000.
Exactly. They cost more than a car.
You can customize it any way you want.
And then forget about like what you're paying for. Like you gotta ship that shit. Comes in like a crate.
Yeah. Those wooden crates.
I don't know if I'm man enough for them things. And the reason why I say I'm not man enough for it because I'm like, if I gotta move set doll from like point A to point B, I'm just gonna leave her in the living room, put a blanket over her when the company come over, and just say fuck it because
just pose her up in furniture.
Well, dog.
Like if you have to commute for work, it should be great for HOV.
That's how I always thought. You know what I mean? Stick her in an HOV seat. Yeah. Passenger seat, you're good.
Yeah.
So that one person oh shit, realdogs.com. They gonna see your shit. All right, keep playing with these people out here.
Oh man.
Let's get to the polls, man. Could your partner dance on other people? Is a 50-50 split.
Oh yeah, I saw this one. It is 50-50.
How you feel? Your partner, your wife.
Respectable dancing.
What's respectable dancing? I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean like a safe distance.
You know what I mean? No cha-cha.
No grinding. Like like a dance where it takes two people, like a tango.
No daggering.
Yeah.
No tango. No waltz?
Bro.
Waltz. I'll be okay with
waltz. Waltz is fine.
Waltz,
somebody's like,
waltz is fine.
Hello, sir. May I have this dance with this lovely lady for a minute? And they start waltzing with your wife. You all right with that?
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
You feel the same way?
I don't know, man.
I'm drawing a line at that.
If they know each other, if we're all friends, I mean, yeah, that'd be cool. But
not a rando?
No.
No randos?
No.
I'm not a fan of randos and stuff. Like I look at it stuff as like, here's my thing. If I'm in the building or in the vicinity, we're not doing that. Because I'm not gonna do that.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna dance with no other chick when I know you on grounds.
Right.
Okay.
Now, if I'm out with the squad and she not there, to me it's just a little quick scrump. It's not, it ain't nothing locking into me. Like maybe I don't look too much into the dancing aspect and stuff and the culture that I'm from.
Yeah,
I just look at it with like, there's tons of times that, all right, one of my favorite songs to dance to, like in a club with like a woman, is Dirty Wine. I love Dirty Wine. When Dirty Wine come out, whatever.
Of course, but
yeah, but isn't it, when Dirty Wine comes on and stuff, whatever, I'm looking for a woman.
Yeah,
I'm looking for a woman.
Right.
So if I'm looking for a woman and stuff, whatever, I don't really care where you come from. I'm just hoping and stuff that you can do what you can do when I need you to do it for this dance.
right.
Now, once this dance is done now, I'm not looking at like, shit, you Dirty Wine the fuck out of me. What's your number?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at stuff like, yo, this is a dance for the moment.
Yeah.
And I keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Now, other cultures and stuff like, I guess they look at like, yo, like I heard Jadakiss say, if I dance with her, you know I got a chance with her.
Right.
Right? So I look at it stuff as like, don't really count it, but I partially count it because I know if you're not to what the woman expects, like say you tap a woman on the shoulder, like, you know, trying to dance behind you, like, bam, bam, and she look like, no, nigga, you know, because you're ugly.
Yeah.
Then if she does agree to it, then that means you do have a chance.
So you're putting culture into question also.
But is it a culture or is it just a mentality type thing, right? Because just like you're saying, like you're going out to dance just for the sake of dancing, right?
Part of my culture, though.
A lot of times, though, if a guy sees a girl in the club and he wants that particular girl, his opening move might be to try and dance with her.
Yeah.
So, like, is that okay? At that point now, is it a culture thing, or is it he's just like, okay, I'm gonna get that girl. The only way I know I gotta get that girl is to get close to her. So the only way I know getting close to her is either buying her a drink or dancing with her. So let me try the first thing, my cheapest option, dancing.
But that's what I'm saying. That's still within, like, I look at it stuff that's still within your culture and your teachings and stuff like that. Because let's say, for example, someone else's culture might be like, I'm just gonna go and just enjoy myself, loud music, and just catch a vibe.
Right.
Right? And if somebody else's world and their culture they come from and stuff is like, yo, I'm there to get women.
Right.
Or I'm there, I'm hoe hunting. I'm hoe hunting.
Yeah.
And these hoe hunting and stuff like that, this is one of the aspects and stuff of it. The other person and stuff looking at like, yo, I just came to shake a leg. Right. She's just right here. She's close enough. And she's, you know, she's throwing it back a little bit. And I'm right here. She know I'm right here. Well, fuck it. I might as well just jump up on it, whatever. But it's just a dance. Because I've danced with women and stuff before. And then the woman will be like, yo, what? You're like, boss, you danced me with 3 songs and shit like that, whatever. Like, where you going? You even asked me for my number. I'm like, at least buy me a drink. I'm like, shit, you right. So from there, I got locked in now. So I'm like, yo, I done danced with you like maybe 2-3 songs.
Yeah.
Let me buy you a drink.
Right.
But again, it's still not like, so I'm trying to hit that, like, you know, like next week or some shit.
But
so I'm thinking,
you just locked in for the 3 dances.
So
you just got
when you said that,
groove.
There's an episode about Big Bang Theory where Penny and what's his name, Billy Bob Thornton, he was in the episode, and she held him for 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. It was 3. Oh, you like me?
Yeah.
That's what you remind me of right now.
If I hit one time, then I like her. If I fuck 2 times, I might wife her.
Man. Yo, so I saw this post on Instagram. It was like a Brazilian post, and they were dancing, gyrating in bikinis, whatever, and there's kids around. And all the posts like, oh my God, this is so bad. In front of the kids, this is so wrong.
Culture.
But in Brazil, it's different.
It's a culture.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that's what I think you're talking about.
My Jamaican. Both parents and stuff are Jamaican, right? Like, I want to say from the reggae days and stuff that they were into, like, kind of like now, it did a shift. It did a transition.
Okay.
I don't expect my mom to know Dirty Wine. I don't expect her to know who Elephant Man is and stuff like that, unless you point him out and be like, okay, this is somebody and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
But that's my time and my era and I grew up with and stuff. So now I'm already into like reggae and I'm gonna say reggae music and dancehall music originate from the same place.
Right.
It's still part of that kind of culture. Just that I want to say you have the more roots type of vibe. Like, you know, you're just there just to catch a vibe.
Right.
And the other one's like, yo, I'm going to WWE off the rope, off the speaker on this chick. And I'm pretty sure, like, you know, not all of them, but let's say a few of them probably be like, whoo, it was epic. Because you seen a woman take a WWE dick flying.
Yeah, that's
you're going to do that to your woman? Would you do that to your woman?
No.
Exactly. It's not, nobody's really woman.
I would do it to myself.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nah.
I think, and even like, because part of that question was like the Chance thing. You know, when Chance, you know, when they...
The rapper?
Yeah. When Chance the rapper, they were giving him the flack.
You said something else. Okay, go ahead.
What? The Chance thing?
No, I said trans thing.
Oh, wow.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you in a trance?
No.
Sound like you might be in one.
So the Chance the Rapper thing.
When he was dancing with the girl and stuff on the street, and it was in Jamaica, wasn't it?
Jamaica, yeah.
It was in Jamaica.
Okay.
So, and then they would give him all types of flack for it. And I was like,
But I mean,
in the Jamaican culture, it was a
Who was
carnival.
giving him flack? Like
The
Americans?
whole world. Yeah, a good portion of stuff. Because they look like you're a gospel type of rapper. You're a churchy kind of rapper.
He
You're
is?
married. Yeah, Chance don't curse.
That's gospel automatically?
Well, with with Chance, most of his lyrics are more godly.
Oh.
You never took in Chance, I can tell.
I took some of it, but it didn't sound... Yeah, it wasn't no gangster rap, but it wasn't like gospel.
Most of his
It was
speaking
more like TK Kirkland.
even that
No,
song,
it's not.
You know what I
TK
mean?
Kirkland
Yeah.
is wild.
That's what...
You're thinking about Kirk Franklin.
Kirk
yeah,
Franklin.
I was like, hey, yo, TK Kirkland. He's talking about eating pussy.
Yeah, my bad. My
Eating
bad.
pussy
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
back. Yo,
My bad.
he's like, I don't want to eat pussy from the back of it, and you got shit on my mind because you didn't wipe
Oh
your
my
ass.
God. No.
I'm like,
You're right. You're right.
hey, yo,
What am I thinking about? Who's the guy's name?
TK Kirkland.
No, the singer.
Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin. That's right.
the Chance, is that Lecrae? He's got that. Is that coming in hot? He does that with that Lecrae dude.
But it's Lecrae's song and Chance
And
did a remix.
Lecrae's he's like a gospel rapper. So on that
That I don't know because I just know him. I just know him from that one track that coming in hot.
Right.
And I don't know anything else and stuff
Okay.
about him because a lot of times, like for me, if I hear multiple hits,
Yeah.
then it's the flag. Like it's just like that. Fly me to the moon. That Junior Choi dude.
Right.
Name another hit. So that's the reason why a lot of times when I hear some of these TikTok type of songs,
Yeah.
I just kind of write them off as a one-hit wonder type of thing until I hear more of the tracks from then and I go and just figure out if this person is noteworthy or anything.
And I think for me it was the opposite because I heard the name Lecrae, right? But I think when I heard it, someone was talking about some like gospel rappers, but I've never heard anything from him.
Mm-hmm.
So when I heard that coming in hot song, I was like, because when I first seen that song was a clip of a girl jumping out of a swimming pool backwards, and then they do the slow-mo shot where the ass just hits the side of I'm coming in hot. So I was like, it don't seem like a Christian song to
Right.
me,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like, so I didn't think of any of that. But
Exactly,
when I seen who sang it, like Lecrae and thing, I was like, okay, but I kind of think these guys are gospel artists. But yeah, Chance
I don't
is
think
like,
Chance is a gospel
not
artist.
yeah,
Right,
but
exactly.
more-
He's like more like a Will Smith kind of vibe.
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah. Okay.
Right? But that's what I'm saying. But more like, see, Will Smith's music and stuff didn't have more God aspect and stuff to it. Chance rapper stuff does. Like even like he was on Ultra High Beam and stuff, whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
because
Can we say
it was a gospel kind of
Can we
track.
say he's a conscious rap, like a conscious?
I guess you can put him in.
Put him in
I would
conscious-
put him in conscious,
conscious?
but he wasn't conscious enough to dance on a woman and then for them to crucify him.
Right.
Right. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Again, it's a cultural thing.
Right.
So I look at it stuff as like same thing you said. If I come in there with my woman and then you want to jump in and interject with her, problems.
Right.
Problems. But if my woman's out with her girls and having a good damn time, that's all on her. Now, if she knows she's being recorded and she's doing the most, she had to answer to that.
Right.
And there's no controlling the factor. But I'm looking like, your representation of me. I'm like, if I'm out here and stuff, whatever, going to a party with my boys, say it's like a pool party or some shit. I'm not eating box, but you see some dudes and stuff like get chicks dancing on their faces and everything like that. That's a reflection on you or my partner.
Right.
To be like, you got a man, but he out here doing bootleg simulation, eating cooch and everything. It's a representation of you.
Yeah.
So it's not a controlling thing. It's a respect thing.
Yeah, it's got to be definitely a respect thing. That's what I said. The dancing has got to be respectful dance. Like don't talk about you're gonna climb the speaker box
And get a
to
WWE.
land on the target.
And get a WWD landing in your crotch.
I don't. Yeah. Being young, man, I don't have the back or the knees for that anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Nah.
I know. I realized that the other day. I see some dude. He was like, damn, all my knees was hurting. There was some video, some meme.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, my knees is hurting. Then he thought back to like mid 2000s, early like
Oh,
the
yeah.
jerk.
You're a jerk. Yeah.
He was on the ground. He was getting it in. I was like, bitch, you did ruin your damn knees and stuff
Yeah.
in that process. I feel you.
Oh man.
The next poll says, is real love 50-50 or 60-40?
I saw that. And I didn't vote on that
You were scared?
because I think they're both wrong. I think their marriage or relationships is 100 and 100.
Oh,
100.
No, we always talk about this. It's 100 and 100.
no one gives 100 and 100.
No, your capacity might be different. Maybe my 100 and my girl's 100 are two different things, but you can't ask for more than that.
Speak on that. Go in.
What do you mean? That's it. You just give it your all.
Yeah, but if
You
you
give
give
my wife, my girl.
so two halves
I'm gonna
make a
give her-
whole. Two halves make a whole,
Okay.
right?
Right.
If you're giving 100,
Yeah.
your half is 50%. If she's giving 100, then her half is 50%. So that's the 100 for the couple.
Okay.
Now, if you're giving your 100 and let's say she's giving like 80,
Right.
that will knock down your 100 right there. That might bring it down and stuff. If we're doing proper math, I want to say that might bring it to like the close to the 80, 90 mark.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, even if I get what you're saying,
Right.
I understand what you're saying.
Maybe
and
the
stuff,
question
whatever,
I didn't get.
but it's looking, I look at it stuff as where, let's say your love language is communication, words of affirmation,
Right. Okay.
right? She understands that.
Right.
But her love language would be acts of service
Okay.
and gifts,
Right.
right? So you're looking like she ain't telling you shit, but she buying you all of this type
the
of
stuff,
thing.
right.
She's spending the money. She's doing the services and everything like that. You
Right.
have to understand that love language to say like, nah, she's giving 50-50. Somebody else's stuff would be like, she's not trying to speak in my love language.
Right.
Right.
So your love language is words of affirmation. Be like, yeah, the gifts are nice. This is nice, but tell me I'm pretty. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then with there, whatever, you're not speaking to the person's language. So now it's kind of like you're doing everything to cater to their love language for the acts of gifts and the acts of service, receiving gifts and acts of service.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
So you're giving 60 and she's giving a 40 because she's not speaking in your language. She's doing it in a way like, hopefully you understand how she's receiving it. Because this is her language that she speaks. I always feel like it's important that couples know love languages.
yeah.
When I hear some people like their love language is food, I'm like, dog, if you that be the case for that, make sure your ass be obese by the end of the week. But you have to know for a fact that that's not my language.
Right.
Right.
So when I need you to communicate and stuff, whatever, like I done fulfilled your language.
Right.
Are you going to fulfill mine? If the answer is no, you're not fulfilling mine. You're not giving 50-50. It's not a 50-50.
So what does that mean? What does 60-60 mean then?
60-40.
Oh.
Because you're giving more than the other person. And it's still
Right.
making 100%.
I see what you're saying. You're trying to say in order for a relationship to work, one person has to like the other person a little bit more.
Well, real
Is that
love.
kind of-
Well, there's some people say that. So
yeah,
that's the reason
I've
why
heard that too. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I feel and stuff like a good real relationship, just like what you're saying, might be a balance. We're not speaking the same love language, but we
Right.
understand and we speak to each other in the same love language. And to me, that's 50-50. Because she's like, I'd be like, yo, my shit is quality time. Like I look at it as quality time and physical touch,
Right.
right? So if my woman's like, yo, what do you want to do? You want to go out? You want me to buy you a gift or something like that? I'm like, nah, I just want to stay and lay up on you. Or I just want to just chill, just be around with you and everything like that. That's my love language. So if she said,
Right.
okay, I'm good, I'm okay to doing that. She's speaking in my language.
Right.
We're 50-50.
Man, so in some of my relationships, I don't care for gifts. It's spending
Whatever,
time.
yeah, whatever language it
Right.
is.
So because that is mine, and I think that's maybe it's my relationship with my parents, whatever, my brother. So in my relationship, that's what I give. I give a lot of acts of service. I give a lot of time, not a lot of gift giving, whatever.
Mhm.
But maybe that my relationships don't care about that stuff as much.
What do you mean?
Which is what he's
Yeah,
what he's,
Yeah,
what he's
but
saying.
I'm giving it my 100% though.
right, but
right, but you could
Yeah.
be given 100% of the
Of
wrong
what-
thing.
Of the wrong thing.
But that's 100% though. You know what I mean?
yeah, but to the
Does that
person,
effort doesn't count.
no, that doesn't
Doesn't
count.
matter. So and that's why he's saying it's good to understand. You got to understand each other's
Right,
love
right, right,
language.
right, right.
Right, because like let's say, okay, if you were more physical touch,
Right.
If you're more physical touch and stuff for there, I'm assuming like cuddling, sex, that type of form of
Yeah.
intimacy and everything is much. Now, if this person receiving gifts and acts of service, they're like, yo, we went here, we changed your tires on your fucking car. I bought you a few Balenciaga shirts. Of course I love you. Be like,
Yeah.
no, I need you to fuck me.
Yeah.
I need you to touch my dick.
Right.
That's how I understand. And if they're like, but I buy you gifts, it's that time in the month, my head hurt, all that type of other excuses, stuff, whatever, you're not speaking to my love language.
Right.
That means you're not giving me at all. You're giving me what you feel or partial.
Right.
That's hard, man.
It is. Relationships are not easy.
I get that. Yeah, yeah.
Relationships are not
Yeah.
easy, but I look at it stuff as where humans make things more complicated than what they need to be. Because I think if we break everything down to the minute and small form,
Yeah.
I always ask people, do you know how you want to be loved? And some women don't know that answer. They might have a fictional kind of thing, and if you give them exactly what you're
Yeah.
asking, then it's like this is not what I
This is
really
not what I
wanted.
want,
But
yeah.
you don't know you don't know how you want to be loved. And it's not me to crucify them. It's up to them to
Man.
use their eyes and kind of identify
figure it out.
who they are for themselves. And to see if I work well within their world.
So there's no real answer then.
There is. But it's no right or wrong.
Right. That's what I mean.
No,
Yeah, it's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
But it's all perspective. Because I know in all my relationships and stuff, whatever, the past 5 relationships I've had, I've given, it was more 60-40. One person I want to say and stuff, but like the past 5 probably made it 50-50, but I was too young to understand love languages and stuff at the time.
Yeah.
So looking back in hindsight, I looked at it and I was like, me and said woman, we were 50-50, but I didn't understand that. Now I know what's up and I'm looking at the rest of them, 60-40. I'm giving more than they're giving back to me.
So maybe you're in that same situation. Maybe I feel like maybe you're thinking you're giving 60, you're giving above and beyond. But when they look at it, you're like, this is not what I want. You're giving me the wrong language.
Who, me?
Them, the relationship. Maybe it is actually, maybe if you ask them, maybe they'll feel like, no, I feel like it was 60-40 for them.
No.
Because you're not.
I tried, but see, I thought so too, but I try to make sure I hone those things in. Like, for example, my last situation and stuff, whatever, one had a bill.
Yeah.
I paid the bill, acts of service.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And gift giving, same
and
thing.
gift giving and all that. But not even, but I looked at it as like acts of service.
Yeah.
Could I do this, that, and the third? And I did that. Acts of service.
Right.
Receiving gifts. I bought you this because you crossed my mind and I know you like this. I bought you this because I know you like flowers. That's receiving gifts. I'm speaking into their language because I asked to make sure. Do you like from set store? Do you like this? What do you like?
Right.
And I'm fulfilling those. My fulfillment is not being fulfilled like that until I start doing a dragon roar. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, why do I have to do a dragon roar when I already explained to you how I am?
Right.
Now, if you're not listening, then that's a different story. Because now it goes into like my communication. Am I communicating properly? Am I not?
Right.
And if I try to make sure, like, am I making crystal clear and concise? Then I know I'm communicating, but you're not or she's not operating to that level. So I'm not understanding that's 100% when I'm telling you exactly what I want and you're not doing it.
Right.
Like, hey, I need you to give me head Monday night. You want to give me head on the Saturday night and stuff, whatever, and you want to give half-ass head. We're not speaking the same language. Answer your question, Cancer? Okay.
Kind of does, yeah.
All right.
Kind of does.
How are you, Smooth? Not your average Joseph.
I think it's 60-40.
67%.
You think so?
But
67% says 60-40.
Yeah.
I think it also has the over the time. I think it can vary. Like I don't think it's like it's
Fixed.
It's
like a
it's not
fixed
always
thing.
one person giving 60. It could like revert back to the other person.
So, and I agree to that. I 100% I agree to that because I look at it stuff as where I think
you have to pick up somebody else's slack once in a while. They have to pick up yours, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. You have good days, bad days, like everybody else. Yeah.
and that's it. Relationships and stuff to me, relationships is an endurance test.
Yeah, it's a team sport.
It is a team sport, but it's an endurance test.
Right.
Because I look at it stuff after you get past this honeymoon stage and stuff, whatever, it's tolerance and endurance. Like, can you tolerate like this? Is this a deal breaker for you? You know, you have to look at it stuff like that. Like, yes, you're fond of this person. This person makes your heart skip a beat and all that type of stuff. But we start to look at real is real. Can I count on you to have my back? Like in the end, or can I count on you to have my back when I can't do certain type of things? If I'm the breadwinner of the house, God forbid and stuff, whatever, touch wood, like I break my leg.
Right.
Are you leaving me because I broke my leg?
Yeah.
Like I remember there's a Jay song, and there's a Jay and Fab. When the money goes, will the honey stay to replace the the blue skies with gray skies with sunny days? A man's loyalty is tested when he has everything. A woman's loyalty is tested when the man has nothing. So if I can't produce the same way and stuff with her, are you staying? Are you leaving?
It's so interesting, yeah.
You all right? In therapy? This is the therapy you
ever had? Yeah, we're talking it out.
We're talking it out, man.
Talking it out.
Sharing is caring. You can't hear what you don't reveal. But the final poll results was 60-40 at 67%.
That's crazy.
Most people kind of see. I want to say, same thing what Smooth was saying. I agree with Smooth. Like it will fluctuate, and I think if it fluctuates, I feel like it's a real ass relationship.
Yeah.
Come looking like, damn, I was on top, and then I'm here just shaking it rough, but you still here. You still especially for a woman, like a modern woman, like, yo, you're still being respectful to me. You're not talking down to me. You're not emasculating me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still making me feel like I'm that dude. Dad, when it flips back around again, whatever, I got you.
Yeah.
Because you're a real one.
Yeah.
You're a real one. Like, I remember her, I was saying Gucci Man and stuff with her saying, like, yo, I told everybody to fuck off when I went to jail, including his current wife. He told everybody to fuck off, and she stayed. A lot of people went.
Mm-hmm.
And he was cussing her while he was locked up because he was depressed. He was upset before he started reading and shit like that, whatever. And the man realizes, like, yo, she's still here? Of course. The man had he has a full song about her, full video, him and the kids and her, the rings and everything. He's like, yo, this is Mrs. Davis.
Yeah.
It's real.
It's real. You're looking like, yo, you had everything. You had nothing.
Yeah.
And now you're back to having everything and stuff, and you realize, come on, dog. You're getting what do you want? Just ask me, what do you want?
Mm-hmm.
You want eyelashes from Cambodia? We're going on the first flight. I'm going to pluck them myself for you.
Yeah. So maybe that's why a lot of relationships aren't working, because they think they can handle somebody else's 100%. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? Talk to them.
So the 60-40 thing,
Yeah.
they think they can handle that person giving them 40. I'm like, oh, this is good enough.
Yeah.
Then right down the road, it can't be always 60-40.
Mm-hmm.
And they have that realization later.
Because it's an endurance, like I said, it's an endurance
it's an
thing,
endurance.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, all right, I'm telling you now, I'll do the 60, you do the 40. How long am I doing this before it becomes 50-50 again?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if we're doing this dance for maybe like the 3-4 months or something like, because even like, I look at like job markets and stuff like that, right? Let's say you're educated in a particular kind of like field or branch.
Right.
And you can't get a job in this field or branch. And every day the person sees you like applying for jobs and doing all this and coming all the above. And if you've been doing it for 6 months consistently, and you look like, yo, you still haven't shaken or gotten through, then if the person like, maybe you should try something else because we still need income and stuff coming, and you're willing to do that, but part-time, you're still looking for your field and everything like that, then it's dope. It's kind of like, remember Insecure with Lawrence?
Yeah.
He took the job from like the bootleg Best Buy thing until he got into something in his field.
Yeah.
And then once he got in his field, took off. Right? How long can a person like, and that's something, it's a tolerance and an endurance thing.
Right.
Because it might piss you off because you might be like, yo, I'm out here busting my ass and
we're just building together.
Yeah. So
That was, I can't remember that movie, man. With
your alimony flick. You love that movie. You love that movie. You love that movie. We talking about this show 10 minutes out of this movie.
That's my joint,
I still haven't watched it yet.
You still haven't watched it?
I still haven't watched
What's it
it yet. Alimony. It's with Taraji. It's like a Tyler Perry flick with a guy, basically, he was trying to get the subvention off.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it off.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
And Taraji was holding it the fuck down. And then I think when they broke up and then they finally got on.
Yeah.
And
hey, when he got on.
Yeah.
And the girl he hooked up with, she was actually the one that put him on.
Yeah.
Right. I think I've seen this one. But then she went back and asked for the money, like all these years I put into you kind of thing, right? Is that what happened?
Taraji?
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you blame her though?
No, I think what the kicker is because I think something had happened and they ended up selling her mom's house. And then when he got on, he bought the house back and he gave it to her. And he said, because he came up to her place and she was like, oh, what are you doing? It's just like, I just came to tell you I bought your house back. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then she just 180 again. Oh, she tried to come over in her lingerie and shit, try to sweeten the deal again. And he's like, that shit.
And was the girl that put him on, was she white?
No.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking somebody else then.
No, but I think even in that aspect and stuff too, like I look at that and I was like, the person stopped believing in you. Like when you guys give me the whole concept, the person stopped believing in you. And I feel like it's over when you stop believing in yourself.
Right.
He's never stopped believing within himself.
Right.
Because you said the family, the brothers and everything be like, yo, what's wrong with you? Like, you're still trying to push this shit. You need to make this money.
Right.
But he never stopped believing in himself. Now, your significant other to stop believing in you, that's the type of feeling.
But I think, you know what? I think in that movie, though, where I kind of seen with her, though, because the example that you gave with Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
Lawrence was willing to say, okay, it's not happening right now, but I gotta feed, I gotta eat, I gotta do this. So let me take this.
Yeah, but Issa forced him though. Like I wouldn't say she forced him. No one makes you do anything you don't want to do.
Right.
But it's kind of like she put him in an ultimatum type of thing. Like I'm the one holding it down. And like I said, those things kind of emasculate a man and stuff. And over a period of time, you see a woman go in, go out, and all that type of stuff. And then she's calling out to you.
Right.
And then she's like, you still expect pussy? You still expect pussy? You're not even doing nothing productive around here.
But then you still gotta be within you though to compromise and say, okay, if this is only my 40 and you need a little bit more than that for me, and I gotta give that to meet that 50, then okay, let me go take that job. The problem with in that movie was they were getting dudes jobs, and dudes was fucking up jobs.
Yeah.
And screwing over the brothers who were getting them the jobs
I remember.
just for him to do his thing. And he's like, and they were like, okay, we get it. Like, this is your dream.
Yeah.
But not you're affecting everybody.
Yeah.
So you're fucking with everybody else's dream. So that'd be that. Man. I wanted to talk about.
Oh, the polls are done? That's it? Those three?
Done.
Okay.
Just those two.
Okay.
Just those two. See? A lot to unpackage and stuff.
That is, yeah.
Most of the polls and stuff, see, a lot of times, I always look at it stuff is when I poll some of these questions, right? A lot of people just look at them quick surface and keep it pushing. But people, I think somebody said recently, it was a woman, a black woman too. She was in a car. You can't remember. She was saying like, she's tired of podcasts with these hypothetical questions and everything, right? And I look at it stuff as like, no, I don't agree with that.
Right.
For what she's saying. So many levels, but I think the main level and stuff is that one, a hypothetical question, if the person's asking the question, the person answering the question, communication is going on. Not enough communication is going on in today's world.
Right.
So even for like a podcast to be a hypothetical and the person to answer it, communication is now flowing. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's one. Two, I live in a space where my life is a fucking movie.
Right.
You guys know my world and stuff for that because you guys are my tribe.
Right.
Right? Some of the shit that I'll say, it won't even make sense and stuff to a lot of people. People are like, you lying.
Right.
Like a lot of people say to me, like, I heard some shit you say on your podcast, you're lying. I was like, fuck you mean? It's my life. I'm telling you.
Well, you can't blame them because a lot of things on the internet right now, especially on like Instagram, TikTok, is scripted to elicit a reaction.
True.
So and there's people who have podcasts, comedians, whatever, they'll stretch the
embellish when all the above.
Yeah,
I
make
get
it more
right.
interesting to dramatize to make it more
I get it, but it's what I'm saying. That's not me,
right?
And I'm telling you, whosoever who's listening, it's not me,
bro. I ask you if you're real,
but until you see some of this shit, and that's what I'm saying.
I question you sometimes,
which is cool. Which is cool because like one of my favorite Smooth. I tell you, one of my favorite moments and stuff for her, and I find let's talk about this shit now before we go anywhere.
Okay.
A good friend of mine, I'm not gonna point no elbows, got married, right?
Right.
When said friend got married, there's some controversial shit that kind of popped off, right?
Okay.
So now we're talking about this on the podcast and stuff, whatever. Now tell me if I'm making this shit up, because set friend can confirm when they're ready. Elbow pointing again, right?
Okay.
The night before wedding rehearsal, sister-in-law of set friend, agreed to read set Bible passage.
Oh my God, you didn't bring this up.
We're bringing it up. We're bringing this up. She agreed to read set Bible passage.
Right.
She said, cool. You won't think of the wedding rehearsal? You read the Bible passage and say, like, this shit's not for you? She ain't say shit.
Because it was different.
She ain't say shit.
Because it was different.
It was a different verse?
No, it was different when you guys chose it, friend.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And she was okay with that one.
She didn't read, but I'm saying, this man switched up and gave her that thing on the Valentine's Day.
Yeah, because it was...
Valentine's Day, she should have read that shit. And she said...
It wasn't not the same. I'm telling you, Marv. They switched it. She read it, and it was okay. We picked this one. Because we hate the original one.
Right.
Right. From the priest that gave us the rehearsal.
When did the priest give it to you? At the rehearsal?
Right.
At the rehearsal?
No, before that.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was a booklet, and you could pick which verse you want to use. Right.
She took booklet to hotel.
Yeah.
And then the following day, she had change of heart.
Yeah, because it was a different priest with a different verse. And he told her he had to read this one.
But so Smooth.
No, I was cool with the other one, but this one's different.
Right.
Because she practiced it. She knows what the verse was.
So, okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
My test now, right? You're going to give me a test.
Right.
And then you're like, we're going to take this test on this amount of thing. I gave you time to study for. Now you switch up, give me something brand new. I'm supposed to sit there and just take it? No. Once I realize it's brand new, be like, excuse me.
She said that.
The day of the wedding.
That's when they gave it to us.
No. The night before. Because the guy is the same. The priest even told me. The priest came in and told me, he's like, he's like, you're gonna read it now? He's like, I don't understand what the confusion was because last night she could have said something.
Marv,
she never said anything the night before.
I'm trying to tell you, it's a different verse.
The verse that he picked out, or even other priests,
we picked out.
That's what I'm saying.
The night before.
I know the verse that you guys picked out.
Yeah.
He didn't switch. The other guy who came, the other priest, or
he switched it
when he came to the limo. He said, "This is the same verse that they had last night."
It wasn't.
So when you guys picked say you guys picked the verse like the Tuesday, Wednesday, the Friday,
right?
It was a different verse. It was that verse, and he's like, no one agreed to it. So that's why he's like, I don't understand. There was a conflict. Now there's a conflict, and everybody in the party has a conflict because I didn't get set wedding book yet.
Right.
For the Bible verse.
Oh, right.
So it's passing around and stuff. Everybody's like, oh my God, who would read this? Who would read this? I'm like, if this is so reactive, no one reacted last night. The night before the wedding rehearsal. The night before the wedding.
Because we picked a certain verse. And we said we're going to read this one.
Right.
Even the night before, even me and the wife, we said we're going to read this one. This is the verse we want.
And then he switched it last minute. And she said no to the switch.
Yeah, which is last minute.
Last minute, why would you switch on your sister's wedding day?
We didn't switch. It was a different priest.
But that's what I'm saying. Why did she say no? Because hear me out. My family member, you're my brother.
Right.
If I'm doing a favor for you, and they said, you're not losing your soul in the process of it, you're just doing something different now. Why am I going to fuck up your important day?
You shouldn't.
I'm taking that L.
Yeah.
I'm going to hug that.
All right.
And that's what I did for him. I hugged that.
Yeah, which I appreciated.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, of course.
So now, when I go to the church now,
Right.
in my mind, I knew I was supposed to be walking out one woman.
Right. Right.
But then when it came down to it and stuff in the wedding rehearsal, they're saying like, yeah, bro. Situations happen where you're gonna end up working with two because one person's gonna walk in with bride.
Right.
So I said, oh, okay. So now I have two women.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So this on top of the verse,
on top of
real misogynistic.
Misogynistic.
Right? You looking real misogynistic.
Oh,
I look like the asshole. I look like the fucking asshole.
Oh my, you walking two women like
with two women.
Yeah, pip hooray.
But like a pimp. And you know what pissed off some women and stuff in there? One woman said to me straight goods, a friend too, she hit me. She's like, let me get this straight. During your best friend's wedding, during Black History Month, you come into church, everybody's coming with one woman, you come in with two non-black women on your arm, then get up in the middle of the church to read the most misogynistic verse. Are you a fucking pimp? And I was like,
it's my life.
I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up.
Okay, that happened. Yeah, that happened.
It happened.
Yeah,
but when I'm telling people and stuff,
nobody else walked with two women.
Yeah, no one else walked in with
that's your reward for stepping up. What do you want? You got a story for the ages.
I do.
Yeah, okay.
I do, and that's what I'm saying. Again, like when I'm telling people some stuff like that weren't like present or no, they're looking like, "Shut your lying ass up." It's like, no, there's proof. Like there's photos.
Yeah,
there's
like, video. Yeah,
there's video.
There's footage.
There's footage. I just know when I got to that nice misogynistic person, a woman should call her husband master.
Yeah.
I didn't look back up at the church. Cause I'm like, I know if looks could kill, it'd be Psycho from X-Men. So I was like, here it go. I was like, I had the microphone like this. I was like, a wife should call her husband master. Yeah. And then cause even one dude, Sendite, shout out to Sendite, he's out there, he's like, best Bible verse ever. I tapped my wife and said, you should listen to this.
But I was gonna say, because it's and again, a lot of these things are cultural, right? So you have a lot of the old school,
of course.
What wives, like
very true.
Yeah, that's a nothing verse.
Old
them,
school,
right?
like religious,
traditional.
Yeah, traditional.
That's a nothing verse. To them.
And that's why we didn't want that. It didn't speak to us in our relationship.
Right.
Facts. And I agree to that. Whatever. Because when you were saying, when you explained the verse to me afterwards, I looked and laughed. I was like, oh, that's like a 180. That's like a full different type of thing.
Exactly.
I was like, yeah, because you was like, love is tender, love is kind, kind of. Yeah. I was like, that wasn't in Peter.
Yeah.
It was in Peter, whatever chapter of Peter that was.
Oh, man.
Let's talk, man. Let's talk. Martha Stewart. How you feel about Martha Stewart posing on Sports Illustrated?
Kudos to her, man.
Kudos to Martha.
Kudos to her. I mean, I ain't buying it, but kudos to her.
Would you buy a magazine now? Like the magazines and stuff we get, they're free 99 for us.
Yeah, but actually, the last magazine I bought was it was a Bob Marley 25th anniversary time edition. So when I see like stuff like that, I think might be like a collectible. I'll buy it.
I bought a Playboy. I think when after Hugh Hefner passed,
Right.
that one became like a collector's edition type of thing too. So I bought that one. Okay, right?
You guys are smart.
Yeah, but I don't really buy magazines. I can tell, like, when I was in high school, I used to buy a lot of Source magazines, the hip hop magazine.
Right. Yeah.
That was my shit because I'm like, I feel like I'm a hip hop kid. Right. And I always look at it where it always spoke to my language. And for me, the $6, because it was like $6 back then.
Right.
It was like,
good old days.
Yeah. Soft things and stuff. Right. I ended up buying the Rob Report, I think, right before I left high school. And with the Rob Report, for me, it was more of an inspirational kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would buy it to say like, all right, I will bust my ass hard to buy these things and stuff like in a Rob Report, like to feel like I've accomplished or made things. That was my mentality and my mindset back then.
Right.
Right. And now I look at it stuff as where if my income or the money and stuff or the funds that I have access to, if it can buy those things and stuff, whatever, it can. So I'm like, mission complete.
Right.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Because young Marvin at age 16, 17, finances and certain other aspects of stuff in life weren't set up, I guess, till like Marvin at age, let's say 30. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I've come away and everything like that. So didn't really need the inspiration and stuff from the Rob Report like that. So me and magazines, we've kind of slipped off. I haven't bought a newspaper in like forever. Newspapers even actually cheaper.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, and again, we go back to this conversation. These things are antiquated to me.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at them like, for Martha to pop up on Sports Illustrated, I feel like it's a last ditch because I've never heard I don't know. Like, I've never heard no one say like, look at Martha Stewart like, I fucked that. Like, I hit that.
Yeah.
You know anybody? Like, are you saying to yourself, would you?
I swear that you guys talked about that on this podcast a couple years ago.
Wait, what, Martha Stewart?
Yeah. And you guys are making jokes. Oh, she'll make you a nice fancy breakfast afterwards.
Nah.
I swear we talked about that. Maybe it was behind the scenes.
I don't know if Martha can cook.
Oh, yeah?
Keep it a buck. Because I look at it where I know she's a sheet specialist. Everything. Martha Stewart collections and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Bounties, she do enough with Snoop.
Well, I mean, and see, that's when I start paying attention more to Martha. Because I'm like, oh shit, her and Snoop are like this now. So now I'm looking now. And like, yeah, I see her and Snoop doing a little cooking thing and stuff. But I watched one thing and I was like, even Snoop had to tell you got to throw some more sugar on that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I was looking like, culture. So I was like,
Martha. Get it straight.
I think Martha, maybe her prime, she was hell of attractive.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that.
she looked like I mean.
She's not really a gilf. My kind of standards of gilf.
No.
Remember that one auntie we seen? You know, the one that she was in one of the group chats and the other chat, whatever. She was like tickas and lingerie.
Which one? The one with the locks?
No.
That was filtered. That's a filter.
That's a filter?
Yeah. There's
Okay.
one that, I'm talking about gray hair a little bit.
Yeah, she-
No, that's a filter.
Okay.
Yeah, not the her.
No. This one is
Yeah, the auntie.
the
Yeah.
auntie.
Oh, man.
She's out there cooking. She's thick. I was looking like, yes.
One of those?
Sign me up. Give me one of
Yeah.
those. I want one of that.
Yeah.
Give me one of them things. But I was saying, Martha, not so much. I just feel like they got to do it to just get the attention.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's a clickbait type
Kinda
of thing and
thing,
stuff. Because no one buying magazines like that. Everybody's online subscription because they know people don't want to pick up a magazine. And even I feel like some things and stuff, if it's talked about enough, it'll float to the regular internet in no time. Like I look at it stuff, I even one day, okay, I heard the Isaiah Rashard thing about him getting bust down by two dudes. Not before Tay. But I was
What?
Yeah. They said like, you heard about it.
Yeah.
In
jail or something?
No. Out in the regular streets.
The screens.
Wait, is he gay?
Allegedly. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Like, I never seen the video to confirm.
Wait, who's Isaiah Thomas?
Isaiah Rashard,
Who's that?
the rapper. He raps for TDE for like Kendrick Lamar's old label and everything. And they said he was getting spit roasted.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah,
that's what you want to do.
Yes, good for him.
Not
So like I said, allegedly, I don't know if it's him or not.
Yeah.
But I said, it was that much controversy and stuff around it. I think around that time, I think Nelly's dick pic must have leaked and shit like that.
Okay.
And then I just ran a Google search like Isaiah Rashard sex tape, and there's like different links and stuff, whatever, for it. So I was like, must be legit. Not my forte. Don't really have to talk about it like that too much on the podcast.
Right.
So we're just gonna let Steven Dogs lie.
Okay.
Because I'm not looking to see three men go at it.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. So I was like,
So is that
clickbait.
a train or is that orgy? I remember in the podcast we talked about a threesome is a train. Apparently, if it's two guys,
That's a menage.
that's a menage.
That's a menage.
But he's getting spit roasted.
But I think eventually it'll switch.
Well, we don't know that. You didn't see the video, Mark. You didn't see the evidence.
I don't know if we can co-sign if it's gonna switch. Or not,
I know. Mark, you gotta do due diligence. Due diligence.
Due diligence? Go in? No. What we're not going to do is that. That time has come and gone. See, a lot of things and stuff in my head.
I'm like, I've never seen a person in the spit roasted position get their freedom and get to run about and do whatever they're doing.
Well, no,
Maybe
because
it's the bottom, and that's a train, right?
that's not a train.
Oh,
I feel like
That's on the come up.
someone's getting cummed on. I know that. I look at it stuff as like, if all three parties have the parts that the other two people want, it's gonna be in tandem.
It's gonna be in tandem.
It's gonna be in tandem. So that's what I'm saying.
No,
I feel like
it don't work like that in jail.
how you know how it works in jail?
I watch a lot of movies. There's a lot of biatches. There's a lot of bulk guys that hit on the biatches. And they stay biatches.
How do you know when they come out, they're not
Oh my god!
Yeah, because even like I swear it was a Nas song. It was saying like a dude and stuff was in he was in prison. Poison.
Yeah.
And Poison. He was in like, yo, you
got the herpes?
Yeah, he was fucking mad. Like he was in prison, fucking mad dudes and stuff, and he came out, fucked the chicken, and he caught something while he's in prison. So he was probably the biatches, according to what Smooth was saying. And now he's outside like, ain't nobody take my booty. I'm fucking women again. But he caught an STD in prison.
Oh man!
And now he's spreading it outside when he got out.
Damn.
Poison.
It's poison.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really care about Sports Illustrated anymore. Even before, I was hyped up about it because all my friends were kind of hyped up about it. It's like, oh, you see so and so on the front cover. I'm like, yeah, it's.
But even now, so is their viewership still in print or has it moved over to like
digital?
Digital.
It's moved over to digital.
Bro.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
after Instagram, man,
exactly
everything you want's there.
Pretty much, because I want to say before Instagram, you had to go search for these things.
Right.
Yeah.
Now on Instagram and stuff, it's kind of like you just got to make sure you're plugged into the right timelines.
Yeah.
So if you're plugged into the right timelines, you're eventually going to see most of these things.
Yeah.
Right. I can't remember her name. She was a big titty white chick, blonde.
Pamela Anderson?
No, way after that. She
Dolly
dated
Parton?
a football player. That's so common. Big titty white chick. Kate Upton. She used to date
billionaire.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
not him. No,
She dated Elon Musk.
I'm thinking about
She was with Elon
Anna
Musk.
Nicole Smith. Is that what I'm thinking about?
Yeah, you're
No,
probably.
You're thinking Anna Nicole Smith, the one
Yeah.
she passed.
Oh, she did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. A big titty white chick,
Yeah.
blonde,
Mhm.
and that's what I'm saying. It's common.
Kate Upton.
When Kate Upton and stuff, whatever, she was in there. I was like, she doesn't even play sports. She's just a
Well,
model.
it doesn't matter if you play sports.
I
right?
know, but that's what I'm saying. Like before, it was kind of like more of the athletes. So let's say if you
Was
had,
it really?
Mhm. So like if you had WNBA players, that would be their time and stuff for like in the past. Like Lisa Leslie did Sports Illustrated like swimsuit edition and
Yeah.
stuff like that too. Some of those players and stuff, and it's kind of like.
I thought it was just swimsuit models. I know they.
I thought it was just anybody.
It used to be models. It used to be models stuff way back when, like
Right.
Kathy Ireland's and all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
Right, then
right.
Cindy
Crawford.
Crawford.
Yeah.
And then they switched to the athletes.
Okay.
And then,
Oh.
I think they had is his name Cecil Fielder? Because I remember him as the Cecil Fielder Jr. So they had one with like naked athletes. Sports
Okay.
Illustrated.
Oh, is
And
it
it's-
a black and white version kind of thing? Or
well, it was kind of
no?
like they even had the dudes and stuff out there damn near kind of naked.
Yeah.
Posing and stuff in this. Like I said, they're doing these things. Please buy Sports Illustrated. Please buy this because no one's really fucking with it like that.
Right.
So now,
Right.
think about it. Sports Illustrated dropping an issue or magazine once a month, right? That's 12 issues and stuff a year. You only have this one glorified like time frame just to
Yeah.
get these sales.
Right.
Other than that, your sales are hurting. So that's why you're throwing anybody possible to at least to say, if you sell a good amount of the Marthas, you probably make like, let's say 10 mil.
Right.
Compared to like, you didn't have Martha, you probably just made the 3 mil for the year.
Yeah.
You think you're going for Martha on the cheap?
But the thing
Because
is,
you could get Martha on the cheap? Because I'm like, I could think of maybe 100 different women I'd put before Martha to get that machine rolling.
Who? Give me one.
Ice Spice. I'd capitalize on her little fame.
her mom maybe.
Even her mom.
Yeah.
Possible. Because I heard she allegedly dated Jordan Poole. So that's athlete tied. So
I see.
I would. But possible. You're right.
Huh.
You're right. I would. But then again, you gotta look at the stuff as now, what's the demographic
Yeah.
of Sports Illustrated? Do these kids even know what Sports Illustrated
Yeah,
is?
but we're just talking about we're just talking about everything's accessible on IG.
I get it.
I just need to know, oh, she covered what hell is Sports Illustrated? Let me Google this shit. Oh,
Yeah.
but then everybody's now on the Sports Illustrated website looking at this
Yeah.
one chick.
I
So
get
they,
it.
they also have a website. It's not just magazine. It's on online too.
Right, but that's subscription.
Oh.
You won't be able to see past those
No,
pages
once
and
you
stuff.
hit the paywall, that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
So you'll get maybe 1, 2 of the shoot.
Yeah.
They'll give you the teasers.
the teasers.
Yeah, they'll give you the teasers.
The teaser. But the whole shoot itself, I'm thinking no more than like 10 pages. So they give you 2 pages out of the 10. So you're basically gonna pay a subscription for the other 8.
Yeah.
Or go on Reddit and find the link for the other 8.
No man.
Give it time on the internet. Give it time on the internet. So Martha was a reach. To me, Martha was a reach. Magazines, newspapers, those things antiquated.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody buying magazines and stuff like that. I don't know nobody buying newspapers and stuff like that.
I don't. I'm not even trying to get past the paywall on this.
Yeah.
As soon as I hit that, okay.
Done.
Next
Done.
site.
Yeah.
New York, the New York Times.
Yeah.
They have that shit. I was like, oh shit, this article was covered in the New York Times? Bet. Reputable place. I look, scroll down. You have to sign up for a subscription. I'm like, close box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah.
Like, Speaking of sports, let's talk about Ja Morant real quick.
Shooter?
Shooting guard.
The shooting guard?
I see what you did there. I see what you did. I like it. Though. I like it. Well played. Do we care about Ja Morant's career more than he cares about his career?
It's a tough question. I don't know.
Because I feel like we're still more of us were invested. Like people are finding reasons to cuss him.
Yeah.
People are finding reasons to defend him.
Right.
Right? Everybody should be held accountable for their own actions.
Right.
He knows what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In these past situations and stuff like that. Again, if the NBA, like let's say, keeps him or throws him away and stuff like that, is it affecting set people? I'm not saying you necessarily,
Right.
but in general. So I feel like set people care more about his career than he does. He knows what the stipulations of the problems are and the image. Gilbert Arenas is nothing new
Yeah.
about like bringing guns and NBA
Yeah.
players and stuff, whatever. I see a lot of people always overlook like Plaxico Burgess. And he was a wide receiver and stuff for Steelers.
Okay.
Plaxico, he had his gun and he was like, his shit accidentally went off.
Oh. What?
Ja-
In the
And in the locker room.
locker room?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Ja was holding that gun around kind of dainty. Like, like
Oh,
this.
yeah.
That wasn't secure
Yeah.
to me. So I'm like,
Yeah.
But it was also not menacing. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's not menacing.
At the same time.
But that's what I'm saying. But like, it still didn't look safe.
if it has a safety on, then it should be okay.
Hey, I can't tell all that.
That's what I mean.
And
yeah.
you're doing a reach. You're doing a press
Everybody's
conference.
trying to
reach.
do a reach.
And that's
Oh
what I'm
my
saying.
God, okay.
You have the
Everybody's
ones
doing a reach.
either
Yeah.
cussing him
Yeah.
or defending him.
Right.
Right? But my thing and stuff is that he has to be held accountable for that. I don't give a fuck about age and all that type of stuff because he's not a rookie.
No.
He's not a rookie.
No.
So I think from the rookie aspect and stuff, whatever, like when you coming into the league, so much money getting thrown at you, I can't believe it's not butter, all this type of stuff. Slight, I can see to an extent.
Yeah.
Right? The thing is stuff, they're like, I heard Lil Wayne said 23-year-olds and stuff, you can't expect them to make proper decisions and all the above. But
why not?
We expect an 18-year-old to make the proper decision to go to war and sign up and go fight for a set country.
Yeah.
And we hold them accountable. So why we're not holding this person accountable? See, I look at it stuff as like, I don't have an issue with Ja. I'm so curious stuff of how so many people are so invested into it. Because I look at it stuff as like, if he wants to wave guns around and if he is about that life,
yeah,
that's his life.
I think for me, I think it's more of, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm invested in it.
Mm-hmm.
More so of looking at it from the point of view of so many people would give to be in the position that you're in, right?
Right.
And it's like you're not recognizing that, or or I don't know if you're not recognizing that, or you choose not to recognize that, and
choose not to recognize.
To me, that's that's kind of, I find it sad, right? And I think that's as far as my concern goes for it. Like, I feel sad about that because, dude, you could potentially be ending your career. And you could potentially be not only ending your career, but the next kid coming up who may look like you're sort of, or kind of act like you. He might be getting a side eye based upon how you display yourself. So it's like, you're putting a bad light on youth that are coming up, who are following in your footsteps, who may have the same type of swagger. People might start looking at them differently, and you're just plain out shooting yourself in the foot, kid.
I don't think they will do that. I think in this internet age,
yeah,
I think where we are and stuff right now, if let's say, okay, R.I.P. Kobe,
right?
Kobe just came to mind. Kobe had his situation and stuff with the rape and the hotel stuff,
alleged,
right? Allegedly, right? All that situation and stuff went. Thank you. All that stuff went down. You think other players and stuff, they're looking like every NBA player stuff is now rapists? No, they're not. Because they're just using that this person is this issue.
Right.
Right? Not even like, look, all the players that probably came after Kobe on the Lakers. Right? Or other players and stuff who had possible potential when Kobe was playing and when Kobe was not playing and stuff before LeBron even got there and stuff like that. They're not looking at Lakers players are possible rapists.
Right.
So I don't think it's an individual thing. And I look at it stuff as that, like, if I'm set player coming up, I had dreads and all and everything like that, and I had multicolors, and I'm playing for the Grizzlies, I am not Ja Morant. That's that man fucking up. Mm-hmm. I'm better with my shit. So I don't think it'll weigh on the people and stuff like that. I just think it's something where, like, if Ja Morant fed you, or he paid your bills or helped pay your bills, different story.
Yeah.
You work for an organization for him, different story.
Yeah.
Because this might deal with, you're cutting into your dollars and all that type of stuff, revenue. They be like, we got to make some cuts. We're not making that money like that. You'd be like, this fucking bastard out here. It's because of him why this is that. But there's people and stuff, not even affiliated. What's his father's name? Is it T. Morant?
Yeah.
Like, no one's affiliated with the father, the mom, and all that type of stuff. They feel a type of way. You know my boy. He's part of the whole thing with the Nike deal and stuff. I feel it for him. I feel it for him because he's part of set machine.
Right.
And this guy is the face for that machine.
Right.
Right? And I look at it, so I was like, I might feel it for him, but everybody else, I'm like, why do you guys care? If he wants to be like this, let him live. It's his life.
Yeah. And you know, it's also too, it's like the media is like, media forces you to care too. Like, it's like,
do they?
Yeah, bro. It's like
everywhere.
It's a choice.
They make it a story.
No, it's everywhere.
It's a choice.
What mean a choice?
It's a choice because I look at it as
part of my algorithm because I'm following it because it's showing me more of what I want.
Well, okay, think about it. Say I send you something, whatever, right? And you give zero fucks about it.
Yeah.
You're just gonna look at it for the moment and just keep it pushing. But if you care enough and stuff, whatever, you're gonna invest more into it and stuff. Be like, what? I can't believe. Scroll, look in, do your own independent research and stuff because you care. I'm not saying this stuff, and it might sound kind of fucked up, but I might not word it properly, but you don't have the time to give a fuck about everything. You have to pick and choose and stuff what serves you and what doesn't serve you. Does this Ja Morant situation serve you as a regular person who's never even had dinner with Ja Morant? If the answer is no, let the man live.
So how about
that's just the thing from my perspective. Like I'm not, and again, it's as I'm agreeing with Habs. Like it's my timeline, right? Like I'm not going out physically looking for Ja Morant news. We're in the middle of the NBA championship. I'm watching basketball, right? This shit is gonna, whether we like it or not, they're gonna make it part of the story. So I'm forced to take this in.
You're forced to care?
If I want to watch the NBA games,
they always talk about it. All the accounts I follow, because I'm watching basketball stuff, it'll pop up. Like he did this, he did that.
But I'm watching the game itself, and they don't mention it because they're not even in the.
Well, like I just follow like Hoops of Highlight, I think it's called.
Right, and I'm watching
House of Highlight.
That's what I'm saying. What you choose to follow.
Yeah.
I choose not to follow House of Highlight. I just choose to watch the games, and like how the Grizzlies are not in it now. It's the Lakers and the Nuggets currently.
Yeah. Right.
And then you have the Heat over there and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, they're not here, or the Grizzlies and stuff is not here. Give a fuck about a Grizzly playing or not. That's how I look at it and stuff, whatever. See, it's choice.
But the other day, okay, so I was watching, I can't remember what game I was watching. No, it was the draft. I was watching I was watching the draft. I want to see who gets drafted. Yeah. Adam Silver's there talking to the chick. She brings up Ja Morant. Like this happened, I'm not here to watch for Ja Morant, but you're sticking it to me.
It's just like, what's it called? Like with the thing with the Sports Illustrated, Martha Stewart. It's clickbait. Now they have something to run with. They have,
and that's what I'm saying.
But do you choose? That's what I'm saying. Do you choose to go in? And if your answer is like, you're saying you have no choice, I'm like, you do have a choice. And that's the thing that kills me about people. People, especially people in today, they're like, I don't have a choice. Like, it's forced down my throat. You don't have to swallow. You don't have to open your mouth. Soon as you see some shit and stuff, whatever, you already know about it, whatever.
Right.
Scroll past or just close browser or just keep it pushing.
No, that's too much work.
No. That's an excuse. That's an excuse.
Hold on. Let me finish. It's too, because I know it's there, I'm not going to now.
I like how he's smiling. You see he's smiling?
I'm not going to have them make me now say, go change your channel, go scroll. No, you know what? Take your little 5 minutes, be done with it, and then let me go back to what I'm going with. But I'm saying it's there. They're not going to stop giving it to you.
I don't know, man.
Are we done on the excuse train? Because you simple. So if they show gay porn on TV, you're like, oh, it's there. It's only going to be here for 5 minutes. You're just going to watch it?
No. But you see, here we go again. That's not going to come up on my feed.
How do we know?
Because I'm telling you, it ain't coming up on my feed. I watch basketball. This is part of basketball. So this is, like I'm saying, I'm watching the draft. I already know what's happening with this whole Ja Morant situation. Everybody knows. Why are you asking the commissioner? The commissioner already spoke to this guy. We don't care. Somebody out there cares.
No, but
somebody out there cares.
No, but the day of the draft, that was the following day after the leak.
Right.
So Adam Silver himself and stuff wasn't seen until draft night.
Right.
So now this is now press and media time because obviously NBA lottery, NBA draft night is a big deal. Well, most of sports draft nights is a big deal, right? Major sports in North America.
Right.
So I look at it stuff as well. This is the perfect time. And I don't blame the reporter because I want to say, me being bootleg journalist and stuff with podcast aspect and stuff, whatever, I'm not going to have fucking Adam Silver sitting here on the couch and stuff with us. And I'm not going to ask him anything about Ja Morant.
Right.
Of course
exactly.
Not.
So and it's media.
The network's going to make you ask it. You're not, even if you wanted to or not, the network's going to tell you, you're going to ask this Ja Morant question because this is what we want you to do.
It depends though, because think about some people and stuff, whatever, their publicists and their PR team and stuff is like, what you're not going to do is ask about the Ja Morant thing. What? And they'll shut shit down before it even starts. That's what I'm saying. But then there's other people and stuff that's just gonna just go in and stuff regard. But again, it's still choice. Don't act like people don't have no choice.
Nah, I don't know, man. These guys, these corporations, they put a lot of money in what people want, and they're gonna give it to you. You know, oh man, I don't know. And it just shows how it's America, right? And their obsession with the guns. It's just. I don't know, man. It's just the whole thing is really weird.
You see, the thing and stuff is that like they showed some other NBA player and stuff, right? I'll tell you. I had a photo of him.
I don't know, man. It's a weird situation.
Former NBA All-Star Chris Command. So he's an All-Star and stuff, whatever, when he was playing.
Right.
So 2012, 2013, 2016.
Okay, that's pretty recent.
Yeah. He had photos with him posing up with guns and all that type of stuff.
He's a player?
He was a player at the time.
Okay.
Posing with guns and all the above.
Right.
Wasn't an issue. Wasn't an issue and stuff for there. This
was he a top player?
All-Star. All-Star's top player. All-Star's top player. Now,
would you put him as the face of the league?
I want to put him as face of the league.
See, I think that's that border that drop crosses. He's gonna be one of the.
What's his name?
Chris Command.
Yeah.
Chris Command.
Yeah.
Chris Commando.
Command.
I mean, he looks like a commando.
What team? What team did he play for?
I didn't look. I remember he played for the Grizzlies one time.
Played for the Grizzlies. Okay.
He did play for the Grizzlies and stuff one year, but I don't think that's the time when he made All-Star and stuff. But the thing and stuff is that Ja Morant is in this car playing gangster music. Where they claim gangster music is the one talking about this gun-toting stuff and everything like that, right? Mm-hmm. So, and the music is not about save the world or NRA rights, rifle rights, gun rights. It's about gunning down the ops, right?
Right.
He's in car playing music, waving around gun. This dude just got his photos and stuff, whatever. Like, I'm a registered gun owner. I live in. He has farm now. This guy, he has farmland. He's out there and stuff in those rural areas and stuff.
Yeah.
NRA squad.
Right.
They're like selective outrage. I'm like, no, the settings are two different type of settings.
It's two different things.
Two different type of settings. So I'm like, if Ja Morant, whatever, because I'm like, if it was more of a, all right, if Ja Morant even went, let's say, duck hunting with Chris Command, right? And he had a rifle, no gangster music playing, it's just him out there in hunting gear and everything, it wouldn't be a controversy.
So the ops are the ducks, huh?
Huh?
The ducks are the ops.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
They'd be far from controversy.
This is a stupidity piece. This is a stupidity piece. See? Welcome. This is the Podical Sons.
Oh, man.
Far from controversy.
Exactly.
The thing is, Tennessee is an open carry state.
But if you put Chris
in a situation where
in Josh's situation,
it would be controversy.
He would have the controversy.
It would be controversy. Right. It would be controversy.
So it's just it's the situation what they find themselves in.
Right, but then that's what I'm saying. Let's say Ja kind of had a hand orchestrating that setting. Because he seemed like he seemed like the passenger.
Passenger was his friend recording.
His friend recording.
It's his own IG live.
Right. Exactly. Right. So I mean, like when it came to like all of that now, that setting and stuff is already like, all right, you in a vibe and turn up like, not saying you can't do it. LeBron did that shit all the time. Mm-hmm. I remember the time when LeBron like shaved his head. I was like, oh shit, LeBron is bald. And he was in the gym on his like, boom, 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 boom. I was like, doing all of that shit, whatever. They never crucified LeBron. First thing they said, LeBron got bald head. They say, LeBron out here doing gun fingers and stuff to the camera. Nothing.
Right.
It's the setting. He created a thing and stuff to get hype turned up. Music's going to be about gunning out ops or popping ops. You have a gun. Hold it kind of dainty. Like I said, it was just the way he was holding it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, hey guys.
And there's something to also say the fact that it was only like several months ago that they pulled you up for the same damn thing.
And did a fake apology. People are pissed off at.
Yeah. I mean, so the second time around.
I don't really care.
You don't care.
No, it is what it is.
I think that's my thing.
Yeah.
I like the jokes. Like when they say
I want to see him play though. That's
NBA dumb boy.
He's a great player. I would like to see him play on the court.
I don't think. I don't know. My opinion don't mean shit. I'm just a regular dude, which is a regular podcast. But I feel like you blew your opportunity.
Yeah,
you've blown your opportunity because my thing and stuff is that this is a privileged club. This is an elite club. There's probably some dudes on the streets you probably haven't seen. They can outplay or outball some NBA players. Yeah, but now you're in this elite club now. Whatever, you're in this privileged opportunity.
Yeah,
capitalize on this shit. Then when you're ready, just make your exit. Keep it pushing. But when you're fucking up in the process now, you gotta look and hesitate, be like, yo, I'm not saying Ja Morant, like if you pick up a basketball, he's not gonna be the same great Ja Morant. He could be on street ball and still do it, high flying, ducking, all that type of stuff.
On a corporate level, how you think? Are you thinking they're viewing him as a liability now or as still an asset?
Liability.
You think it's
No,
liability?
no.
I'm thinking
Because
I'm thinking they're still
See,
looking at him as an
They still
asset.
give it benefit of the doubt.
So you see the thing and stuff, whatever. Like the reason why
You
I
want
said
the comeback story.
the thing and stuff is that the first time
Mhm.
asset
Right.
and stuff, right, was the first time. The second time and stuff, whatever, is liability. I think the only person that can probably come in and save him and stuff, whatever, is the NRA. If the NRA running in on him or he running on NRA and stuff, let him know like, yo, I'm a registered gun owner and blah, 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 and all this type of shit, whatever. They pitch a campaign.
Right.
Asset again, baby. Asset again. But them, they're probably having some like, hey, we run a pro-Christian campaign here. We need to say like, Jesus protects me and then Jesus is my gun or some shit like that. But other than that, he's a liability.
Because when all of this going through, and just a couple of days ago, my son was telling me how they pulled his shoes off the Nike website.
I heard. Oh, not the website. I think the app.
The app?
Yeah, I think it might be. I couldn't find any. They're always sold out. Maybe
And
I'll see.
that's what I'm saying. They're always sold
They're
out.
always sold out. I
right?
can never find any. Yeah.
And when all this was going down, it's like that commercial was like on every
It was.
other, like every
'Cause
other
he was-
commercial was that commercial.
He was still asset then.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. He was still asset. Now he's looking at his liability. And at the end of the day and stuff, whatever, Nike and them pay for these slots
Yeah.
for like commercials and all that type of stuff. I dig the commercial. Mr. Echo, Echo.
commercial.
Good morning, Mr. Echo. It's catchy. It's fun. It's to look at it. I'm like, okay, the man's balling. Every day he's pulling up in a new car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, this is what 200 million would do to you. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But I'm looking at stuff as like, be like, yo, boss. Even let's say if I'm a new company that wants to fuck with him, right?
Mhm.
These other companies and stuff almost left your bandwagon or did leave your bandwagon from the first one. The other ones still stuck it out and stuff with you. Part 2 of the same incident or kind of similar incident and stuff again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't put my money on that. Would you bet on that? Would you invest into a person like that? You as a businessman?
Probably not right away.
Especially in this climate.
Yeah, probably
Maybe
not
it's
right.
social-
not
social-
right away, but and if he was older, maybe not. But because he's so young and he still has that much that potential, that like there's still so much of an upside to him.
Yeah.
I'd gamble and hope for the best.
It's iffy for me because I look at it stuff as that where, okay, you and I are watching a game the other day. I think one of the Lakers games, and we were talking about Jeff Green.
Yes.
We're talking about Jeff Green, how long Jeff Green has been in the league and stuff or whatever, right? And we can look at it stuff. And then you and I were talking and stuff one day about LeBron, and you were saying like, it's not fair because LeBron has been in the league and stuff from like 18.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I'm saying. A lot of these
Not a blemish, which is crazy.
a lot of these players and stuff, whatever, this longevity to take him so long, that's not common.
No.
It's not common.
Chris
Yeah.
Bosh, Dwayne Wade came out from the same year as LeBron. Are they in the league today? Both of them, the answer is no.
Right.
Not everybody and stuff can do like this long dance. So that's what I'm saying. Do I think he might be in this long dance? Even I'm looking at it from money-wise and dollar-wise,
Right.
he has injuries and stuff when they come up and everything like that, right? Now, when his hand messing up the other day,
Right.
and this down period and stuff, like, yo, use that time to heal and all the above. But then again, in this process, you now fucked up some other shit. And now we gotta look at it stuff like, yeah, he's like, yo, I'm healed physically. I can do the dance. I'm looking like, yeah, but you're still a liability to kind of fuck with, whatever. And this is not including your injuries, possible other injuries that you might acquire.
Right.
Because a lot of these players and stuff, like some of them that make it like past their 30s, it's a hand clap. Because you're putting your body through a lot of extenuous kind of movement,
Yeah.
training, falling. We were talking about Anthony Davis the other day. This man stay on the floor. Every time he go to the hoop,
Oh my
he's
God.
sliding on the floor.
All the time.
All the time. So I look at this stuff as like, how many times are you going to fall on your back or on your body for you to say like, yo, you can go to like 38. You're laughing.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
There's no guarantees, man.
it's no guarantees because when you're skilled like that. I think it's the and you have the villain role. They get the villain role thrown on you. It's still hard to get rid of you because I look at Kyrie. You know what I mean? Like all the slack, all the controversy that he goes through. But if he's to leave this team today, another team will pick him up.
He's so good.
Another team will pick him up, and that's why I say, like, I look at Ja, say, yeah, okay, he's fucking up, he's doing all this shit. do I still see an upside? I still see an upside. I still see an asset, but it'd really be a gamble for me at this point.
But again, it's still a gamble for it.
Yeah. It'd be a gamble.
Right?
Yeah,
like
it'd be a gamble for me.
I look at it as like what you said and stuff just a while ago. It's a team, right? Kyrie lost Nike in the process. He lost other endorsements and stuff in that process. Now, right?
Right.
Kyrie has now apologized for those situations. And those situations and stuff are quote unquote kind of behind. So remember when we came, when we were going into the All-Star break, Kyrie was already situated with the Mavericks. Right? No longer on Brooklyn. No longer he has to issue this slavery type apology and stuff to the owner. Brand new ownership and all the above. Like he didn't come back. Other companies didn't come back and stuff towards Kyrie. Right? So you're saying the duration and stuff, whatever, possibly cool off period and stuff like that. Ja Morant's situation and stuff is like, we just, like you said, we just got over this last gun shit, and now you're coming right back with this. These are too close and too frequent. If Kyrie comes out and says some controversial things about, like, you know, the Jewish community, all that type of stuff again, whatever, the Mavericks might look a different type of way.
Yeah.
They might look a different type of way, but it's kind of like these incidents and stuff, whatever. Let's hope Kyrie doesn't have a situation like this, and they're far and wide. There's just one.
You take the gamble.
Take the gamble and stuff. They're looking like, oh, that was just there. It was a different setting. He was in a different state of mind. Yeah, but now this is different Kyrie. We'll invest in him. We'll have him doing Gatorade commercials or some shit like that again, whatever, because it's more family orientated.
Right.
And he's learned from that situation, and my kids were still willing to put on a Kyrie Irving jersey. Now, if these kids are putting a Ja Morant jersey on and they got the guns in their hand, are they far from Ja Morant? Are they far from it?
They ain't far. Listen, man.
He on hook it. When he's ready, they till he or not.
They can't stock his shoes. They can't stop them. You can't stock his shoes.
Oh my God, yeah.
When you're great, you're great.
Yeah, they can't
I've
stock
never
his
once
shoes.
said Ja Morant is never a great player in the league.
Yeah.
He's just
there's no
a
denying
man.
that.
Yeah, there's no denying. He
denying.
just makes poor decisions.
His poor decisions.
Rich man making poor decisions.
Yeah.
That. Let me ask you about guarantees. You see, like how even with Josh's situation and stuff, whatever, you know, he's guaranteed set amount of dollars.
Yeah.
Right. Before, let's hope his money train doesn't stop. I know most of these things with sever and change for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do guarantees make you arrogant? Because it's kind of like if you know you having 100 mil coming towards you and stuff like, and that's guaranteed. Why do you care? Do you care about the small hiccups? You know you're still getting this 100 mil. Does the guarantees make you ignorant? I mean, arrogant.
I think a little bit.
I would think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's exactly what you're saying. It's like at this point now, if you're guaranteed 100 million, right? You've probably already worked out your life based on that guarantee of that 100 million.
But life, we all know life has no guarantees.
It has no guarantees. But guess what? With 100 million, I could plan a lot of shit.
I'm not saying you can't.
I can plan a lot of shit, and I see a lot
of a 50 mil. I'm like, how am I gonna break this shit up? I'm like, well, I know this person needs about like 5. This person needs about like 5, and I'm like, all right, another person needs about 5. The rest, my son, and this is my fuck you money, and then this, I got plans. And I didn't even get it.
Right.
But there's no guarantees.
There's no guarantees, but you've already got it situated, right? So you're looking at everything else as icing on the cake.
Right.
Sometimes you'll eat the cake without the icing. And sometimes you'll say to yourself,
if it's rum cake.
Do I really want to stay around and wait for the icing to eat my cake, or should I just eat my cake now? You might just say, fuck it. Fuck the icing, let me eat my cake now. You'll have that attitude. Knowing that if this is the worst I could be and the worst I could be, it's still gonna be shit. The shit. You don't walk around with your shit like your shit don't stink.
Yeah.
Feel the same?
I think so, yeah. Guarantee it's almost having, like you said, FU money. If you have FU money, like somebody tells you, hey, I need to do this. FU, I'm guaranteed this. So I think there's some arrogance that will be coming with it.
Let me ask you about religious folk.
Okay.
Right?
So a guarantee is almost like entitlement.
To you.
It's not? You don't think?
If you're asking me, I would probably say it would be.
Yeah.
I would.
So you're entitled to this. You're guaranteed this.
Yeah, because okay, I look at it stuff as like religion, right? life has no guarantees. We don't know what might happen in the afterlife and all that type of stuff. But people feel like they guaranteed a spot in heaven if they do this, and
X,
this,
Y,
and
and
this.
Z. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Right. And I feel like the guarantee thing comes with like a certain kind of air. Yeah. It comes with an air and stuff, whatever, like an air of arrogance.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, I know I'm
Exactly.
good. I know I'm good
Yeah.
and stuff, whatever, regardless, right?
Mm.
And I look at it where that's a scary way to look at certain things because life, again, has no guarantees.
Oh, there's some guarantees.
What's the guarantees?
Costco's return policy is a guarantee.
That's all automatic?
Yeah, automatic. It's one of the best return policies. Everybody takes advantage of it.
And Chick-fil-A will always be closed on a Sunday? That's a guarantee.
guarantee.
Yeah. There's
There you go, Marv. There you go.
And we're back to the stupidity, folks. I dig that. Yeah, I respect that. I respect that, man.
I would think so.
But because I always look at it stuff, if we know life has no guarantees, then why are we like even insurance, like life insurance and car insurance and all that type of stuff, right? You're doing it for what? To I guess and driving like life insurance or car insurance and stuff, whatever. You're doing it to be legal on the road. You have to in Ontario or most
places I would seem, yeah.
Most places.
Yeah, you need insurance just to be on the damn road.
Yeah.
Right? And is that really like a guarantee that you're gonna get this money if you get into say accident? Because remember, each year your car depreciates and stuff in value.
I feel like it could be, but I feel like also insurance could be a little bit of a
Scam?
no. Yeah, but no, but not no. Since you're thinking, I think it's a to prevent people to get on the road. It's a barrier because having a car is not a right; it's a privilege.
Right.
And having insurance, maintaining things like that.
Is that a privilege?
Having a car?
No, having insurance.
No, I think it's a barrier to getting that privilege.
It's
You have to pay
you're
to play.
afforded. You're afforded the privilege to drive. If you can afford to do this, then you afford the privilege to drive.
Gotcha.
That is a guarantee. I've seen so many videos, people on the road reversing
Yeah.
and bumper.
Yeah.
I mean, I have you on camera. What are you doing? Like, no, I get this check. Your situation too. Like a year after, they're trying to come after you.
Yeah. It's the funniest.
Yeah.
Because the statute of limitations for like car accidents and stuff is like 2 years.
He's like the day after, before.
No, yeah, like my accident took place in like the November the 3rd.
Yeah.
And I got served and stuff Halloween, October 31st
Oh,
of 2 years. 2 years from that time. So 2009 was the bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
And 2011 Halloween. Mr. Marvin,
You've been served.
you've been served. I was like, for what? I didn't do shit. This was 2 years ago. I lost it.
Oh my God.
I lost my shit. I lost my cool.
I would have lost my cool.
I'm like,
for sure.
now?
Yeah.
Now?
For sure. Yeah.
Not even a month or two after it? Not even 3 months, 6 months?
Yeah.
This is blatant disrespect.
Nah,
blatant.
I think, like, even for celebrities, these fans sometimes get uppity and they try and get in your face. Like, what are you gonna do? You can hit me? I dare you. I'll take all your shit.
Entitlement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little, arrogance. Like, I'll take your shit. Hit me. Can't do nothing. I'm poor. You can take whatever. I don't have nothing. It's I don't know. There's arrogance to it.
There's arrogance to the guarantees. All right. Let's get to the question of the week, man.
Already?
You're here. Time is flying.
You know how we do, Ben.
Question of the week. Would you reduce your lifespan by 10 years to become extremely rich?
I have questions for this one.
Talk to me.
Can I use the money to extend my life? Yeah.
Put it here, Ben.
Maybe a little bit.
Well, how are you extending your life now?
I'm taking my minerals. I'm sleeping on those like oxygen tanks, those extra oxygen so I don't get cancer. Apparently that's supposed to help you. I'm taking my mushroom, my tiger mane. I'm working out,
That's the first thing I'm doing when I get my money.
It might cost half my money, but
Because when I thought about that, right?
Yeah.
And you said shave 10 years off my life expectancy, right?
Right.
But who's to say that with the money I get, I can't change my life expectancy?
Right. I can live to 100 then. I'm 90. I'll live to 90. That's good enough. That's too much.
So, if you say yes to the thing, you're losing the 10 years regardless.
Yeah. But
Yes. So
10 years of 100 or 10 years of 50?
Well, see,
You know,
again, you don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, I'll take the money.
You don't know.
Yeah, it's a lottery. It's okay.
So you take the gamble.
And I'm taking the money because the fact that I don't know, but at least with the money, I can invest and research on how to extend my shit. I'd rather take that chance.
But what if you agreed to it and stuff? Let's say, for example, people say God comes to them in dreams.
Right.
Let's say the devil came to you in a dream and told you, like, look, man, I got this $1 billion check wait for you when you wake up and stuff, whatever. Just sign the dotted line and stuff in this dream right here. It's going to take 10 years off of it. Be like, 10 years of what? He's not going to tell you you're going to die of a heart attack. So you need to get your cardiovascular system together. He's not going to tell you could die of this. It's going to come at you all types of ways. So if you want to go at it and go gusto to think whatever you're doing is preventive, by all means. Yes. But again, there's tons of people and stuff out here
$1 billion
who've been healthy as hell.
Yeah.
No, like I want to say no obesity, no all the above, and still drop of a heart attack and stuff, like the first sign.
Right.
So again, your 10 years is still going to be cut from your life.
Right.
Now, in your life expectancy, no one knows how long you actually going to live to.
No one.
So that's what I'm saying. So I look at this stuff as like...
He could bypass my house, right? Go to Ben, give Ben the offer, and I can wake up pissed off tomorrow morning and get hit by a car.
That too.
and not even have the chance of spending any of the money.
That part. That's what I was like...
Yeah, I'm taking the money.
See, I thought...
But I don't like the devil thing. Is my soul going to hell? I don't like the way you said devil. That wasn't part of it.
That was never part of the first equation.
He threw that from nowhere.
All of a sudden, he got added into the mix.
So wait, y'all added variables and I can add a fucking variable?
Whoa.
Oh, hell breaks loose?
Well, am I going to hell?
No, you're a good man. At least I think you are.
Well, it's nothing guaranteed, right? So
Nothing's guaranteed.
I don't know. Religion might guarantee something. Though? I don't know. Religion might be guaranteeing you some things. Some people seem all for it. They're like, I'm going to invest in this religion because it's guaranteed that I'm going to get 70-something virgins.
A Billy? Yeah, I'll do it.
You do it for a bill?
Yeah.
Do it for a Billy, man.
Well, I'm going to be Mark Zuckerberg. How about that? 200, 300 million? Billion?
Yeah. You want to do that? Yeah, all right. So,
well, my death doesn't bring a lot of happiness, so it's okay.
Hey.
You get a check. You get a check.
Everybody get a check.
That's Ben's coffin is just lined off with just checks. You just go and you pick pull a check off. You know.
Could you imagine the man's laying like this?
You know what it is?
And everybody has like checks with their name on
it. It's a party bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, every with a party bag.
Everybody, somebody open up. They're like, Mark. Yeah, that's my name. Open it up like, oh shit! I'll go back and hug the damn coffin. You always cared.
Yeah.
Even in death, you still cared.
I'll be okay with that.
That's dope. That's dope. All right, let's get to the Ask the Sons. First Ask the Sons comes from why_not. I laughed when I seen it because I was like, when I heard why not, I was like, no, why not is a producer. He's a music producer and stuff. Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's a lot of different type of why not. Why not says, what historic figure would have a popular OnlyFans page? Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. Popular.
First person that popped in my head.
Marilyn Monroe.
Mae West?
Who's Mae West?
She was like a movie actress, sex symbol probably a little bit before Marilyn Monroe.
Betty White.
Betty White.
She could have done it until she was like 70.
You would watch
80.
Betty White?
Yeah, people do.
I don't know. She on that Martha Story.
Yeah.
She on that Martha Story.
Are we thinking like her when she's younger though?
Huh?
Because she was a famous actress, so I would assume she would have a popular one.
But she got popular more in her olden age, the golden girl age.
Yeah, maybe you're right. People watch it. I think it's people who watch it.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna watch that. Definitely needs to be no blood flow down here. I can tell you that for a fact.
Cleopatra? It's on Netflix right now, and it's
because I'm curious how she got these dudes.
Back to Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know. Anna Nicole Smith seemed kind of flighty.
Yeah, that's perfect for OnlyFans.
Like a bag, like dumb, like a bag of hammers and stuff like that. So I don't.
People like that.
Not to me. So like I said, to like me, no. To the popular, it might.
Flojo.
Flojo.
I like, you know.
I like Flojo.
I like Flojo too.
I like Flojo. And there's no controversy around Flojo.
No controversy.
So I think I would watch just to see. Yeah.
Should be doing workouts naked.
Okay. I like this. I like where this is going. Good question. Why not? Next question comes from Wiggly Bear. Are you for or against one night stands? Go. For or against it?
4.
It depends. I'm usually for 4, but they both gotta know what's the deal is. You can't promise somebody the world and then like ghost them.
But it's a one night stand.
Yeah, but they both gotta be in there.
I know.
This one night.
This is one night.
No, sometimes both parties don't know that.
One night only. Main event. Monday Night Raw. Like, yo, you got one time, my guy. You trying to you guaranteeing more? It's guarantees.
This is guarantees.
No, I'm saying.
This is guarantees.
I don't know.
She might.
As long both
she might be expecting.
both parties are aware of the situation.
Of the one night stand.
Mm-hmm.
So that's part of the reason why I said like I'm more against.
Okay.
Because again, it's like I would hope everybody agrees to the terminology. I had a situation and stuff one time way back when. This is with an older woman. I was like 20 something and stuff at the time. And she was like 30 pushing 40. And she said to me and stuff, she said, I don't like sleeping with young dudes because young dudes, you guys get attached easily, especially when you guys get good pussy.
Right.
And I was like, no. Rest assured, this young guy won't be attached like that. I understand the assignment. Done. Say less. Exchange of goods came.
Yeah.
Exchange
Goods
of
and services,
goods.
yeah.
Yeah, when everything is all said and done. Why aren't you calling me? What the fuck? Am I just a one just a fling to you? I was like, you just said about attachment like a few weeks ago before we got to the reindeer games.
Right.
But she's not a sex doll. She has feelings though. She's a human being.
And I'm not knocking that.
I'm like, hey, thanks for the other night.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well.
Oh, no, I always say thank you.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm always grateful. But I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I don't think you understood the assignment. I'm like, I did.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. I'm for one night stands.
Maybe she wasn't looking for a one night stand more than a fuck buddy.
Right.
With no attachment.
Yeah, with the no attachment part.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think the brain wasn't strong enough to process
that
thought process. And I think not a lot of people and stuff are for the whole one night stand kind of thing. Because a lot of people, it's a lot of things are not said. Like even when we talk about like consent and certain type of things, it's kind of like you just have to insinuate or assume a quote unquote go with the flow when that might not be the flow.
Yeah.
This person might look at you and stuff like, oh my gosh, I see myself with Ben for the next 30 odd years and stuff, whatever. So if I give him a sample of this gooch, you'll have him hooked and he'll be here. He'll be locked in.
Right.
Right? And then she does that. She's like, why aren't you calling me? Call now for your free reading. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some Cleo shit.
Yeah.
And you're looking like, yo, relax. It was just a one night stand. It was just an event.
Yeah.
So I was for it way back when I was young. Young horny Thundercat. But I'm looking at it stuff like, nah, not everybody's built for that shit.
It's not for me. I'm not saying it's for me, but I'm not gonna judge somebody because that's what they want to do. And then maybe it's more common with men. Maybe if it's like 2 men. And it's gonna go at it and then
oh, you're saying like you know, like the gay relationship.
Yeah.
I see that happening.
It's like
I see that happening and stuff, but then again, it's like, are you for it or are you just against it? So that's what I'm saying.
For me personally, no.
You're not against it.
I don't.
Or you're for it.
I'm not for it.
Okay.
Because I get attached.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
What if you were single away on vacation and knowing that there's never ever going to be a chance that you see this person again after
that's for
the
me.
one night?
Yeah, it might be for me, actually.
I might be for it.
Situation might change.
I might be for it, but
in that situation.
Like I might be for it, but again, like me, I like
Imagine
that.
when I'm 25 years old, we go to a guy's trip, we go to Mexico, Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And we see somebody from the UK.
But
and then this is the only chance you guys have.
Right.
I might be, like I said, I might be for it. And like again, when I said when I was younger, I was for it.
Right.
Right. I look at it stuff as now was like, I'm trying to build. Like I want to say like it's not. No, I'm not trying to build with somebody, but I look at it stuff as like, if I know that this is what it is, like somebody said this to me the other day. They're like, yo, you're a Taurus. They're space races, right? So like you're a Taurus. And well, you look at space races?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Space races is there. Yeah, it's like when you just care about the horoscopes.
Yeah.
You're more concerned about pertaining to your horoscope and your tribes and everything like that. That's what they do. They care about what fucking star you were allegedly born under. When we spoke about this,
I remember.
we know what fucking stars we're all born. We're under the age of Aquarius now. When motherfuckers feel like, no!
Yo, how's Shorty doing?
She said she coming for me. She coming back.
Good. I remember her astrology thing.
She coming back.
She shut all that down. It was crazy.
Yeah, the sun sign, moon sign,
yeah,
Hadoken sign. Like it was too wild.
Too wild.
But then even with people like that, they're even worse.
Yeah.
Fuck with your own tribe.
Right.
Fuck with who you're compatible with. Right? So they're like, if you're not compatible with them, don't you waste the time. I'm like, what if the person you never thought that you would ever find just happened to be born under a different time? She's like, they're not great enough to be with me. That's what Shorty said.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
She can confirm it when she comes back on this bitch.
Right.
But when I said, I was like, I never really cared what a person like. I just look at our vibe
Exactly.
and your personality as a human being. But to get to that level of the whole space racism aspect and stuff, whatever, where you're saying like, if I'm looking at one night stand now, set one night stand person, be like, what's your sign? There might be some off the wall shit. I don't know. What's the off the wall thing? Libra. For me, I'm a Taurus. Libras don't work well, I guess, in my system.
Right.
Am I supposed to say no to the one night stand because she's a Libra? No. Look.
No, you're supposed to make it work.
Thank you, kind sir.
You're supposed to make
Thank
it
you.
work.
I appreciate
You're
you.
supposed to make it work.
That's it. Marinate with that.
People say it didn't work out because I'm a Virgo and this guy's a Sagittarius or this and that.
Excuse.
I think that's what it is.
Excuse.
Yeah.
Excuse.
They're trying to, I don't know, to categorize or understand or see a pattern why certain things are not working. And they're like, oh, it must be astrology.
Relationship.
I'm a great person.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Relationship.
No, I'm serious. That's your train of thought.
Yeah.
Right.
But relationship, and that's what I'm saying. Relationships have no guarantee.
Yeah.
You guarantee is the word of the day.
I guess so.
But I look at it stuff as where you can't. I want to say you can't relationship proof. Let's say like cheat proof a relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't certain things and stuff, whatever. But it takes work. Anything that ends in the word ship, you have to put in work to keep it afloat.
Right. Ooh, I like that one.
Thank you. And I feel like friendship as well.
Right.
We put in our
of
dues
course.
and all that type of stuff to make sure this thing stays it stays together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our business, our businessship and everything like that, our entrepreneurship, we work hard to make sure we're still business owners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The relationship and stuff, the work, I think, scares a lot of people.
Yeah, of course.
Because a lot of people feel like things are supposed to just magically like click off and just work. Like it's to take, like if I look at it stuff, I count that as an extra blessing. Let's say you meet somebody brand new and everything just happens, just all cylinders and stuff that are just click like, I like tea. You like tea? Oh my God, we both like tea. You like waffle? I like waffle.
Right.
Consider those things bonuses.
Yeah.
Not everything. You guys come from different walks in the world.
Right. Yeah.
But now you have to look at it stuff as like, what do you want? And what is your goal?
Right.
Now we back to the 60-40.
And let the church say amen. See, full circle, baby.
Yeah.
Full circle, man. Don't worry. We're going to end the podcast with the same piece I said in the beginning.
Okay.
The difference between Jesus and stupidity is coming back. Full circle, baby.
Right.
Let's go. Last question comes from Side Piece Pimp. Love the name. Love the energy. He's like, God damn.
Side piece.
That was almost as epic as the Gallus Department t-shirt.
Yo, I know. The guy one of the producers had a shirt on that said Gallus Department. I was like,
Oh.
I would wear it, but the way how I am and stuff like that, it's already bad rep. People always say I'm a highwayman.
I was about to say that I would just go with your misogynistic nature.
Yeah. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to bring any bad press this way. So I'm just going to admire the shirt from afar and be like, it would be nice on someone else. I wish I could, but I can't. But yeah. Side Piece Pimp, last question says,
Okay.
What are you starting to dislike more and more as you get older?
So much.
kids. No, I don't mean like brand new young baby kids. I'm talking about like the
younger generation.
Yeah, I want to say like if you're like double digits.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I was a piece of shit kid. And
Yeah.
I don't in a bad way, but I was an asshole.
Right.
Where I look at it stuff is where I thought I was invincible. I thought I knew everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the above. And it's kind of like I'm at this point where I know I don't know everything. I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
But now you're trying to talk to these kids and tell them stuff like, yo, you don't know everything and stuff. Ha ha! I know everything. I can Google it.
Yeah.
And you know, when enough situations come up, and you're looking like, oh my gosh, how do I get through to you? How do I help you? I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
You don't want to be helped. I'm like, well, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck these kids, man. Fuck these kids. The older and older I get, what I was like, because Whitney was singing about me. She made that the greatest love of all in the 80s. Hey, I'm an 80s baby. She, I believe the children are the future. Hey, I am the future. Here I am, Whitney. RIP to you now. But I'm looking like, if I'm looking at these kids are the future, man, fuck these kids. I don't know if the future seems scary. So, what are you for and against? You know, Smooth?
Yeah. Go ahead. Smooth.
What are you starting to
I'm
dislike
trying to
more?
list some things off.
This is a few things, man. I
Yeah.
think
Just give me one. Yo.
grocery shopping.
You just not start. Why are you starting to dislike it more? The music they're playing in the grocery store. You know what the music they playing now.
Yeah, but I think because there's just so much people now, just in all at once, and it's
You're right.
so the volume of people have increased
Yeah.
while they're decreasing the amount of cashiers at the registers.
Yeah.
Right, and
Because they want you to be an employee of that grocery store,
Yeah.
so you have to do self checkout.
so you got to do self checkout, and we're not even close to the point where people are comfortable self checking out. So you're have these
Or they're too comfortable. Like,
Or they-
whoop.
they're too
Yeah.
comfortable, right? So now you have these long
Swipe.
lines waiting for a cash register, and then like you see a few empty machines and one or two people at these machines. So I'm just I get annoyed, especially now with I have one or two items, and I see somebody in the express lane that's
With, like,
supposed to
a
only take
basket.
like 16 and
And they got about like
Yeah.
35.
and they got like 35 pieces because everywhere is so just over. Yeah. So and I just go like off times. I the off
Yeah.
hours.
Off peak hours.
Yeah.
Off peak hours. That's when
the
I do my
Tuesday
shopping.
mornings, Mondays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
Same.
Smart.
But for me, it's our lines. When I was a kid, I was okay. I used to wait, but now it's an inconvenience.
Lines piss you off more.
Oh my! Now I wasn't like that with kids. I was lining up for Jordans. I'm like, no, I'll stay here for a day. I don't care.
And
I'm getting
it
Jordan.
wasn't-
But now is this worth it?
And it wasn't until it wasn't until you put that perspective in my mind of not everybody having the means to afford things.
Mm-hmm.
So coupon price matching, it's for some people it's a big deal,
It's dire.
right? It's dire, right?
Yeah.
But I'll kid you not, man. I would get pissed off at people who would be in the line with their phone. Listen, if you got to do the couponing thing, you got to do. No problem. Just please have that shit ready on your phone.
Yeah.
Where they can just, you know what I mean? We don't want to be behind you while you're scrolling, looking
Oh
for
my
this
God.
coupon. It's like,
No, I got a story.
I'm triggered right
Go
now.
ahead. Yeah.
I can tell.
I'm triggered.
I can fucking tell.
We went to a metro, me and my brother, to go shopping. So we know this is near the end of the COVID where masks are like less mandatory, but it's still kind of mandatory because they weren't sure. So we know the drill. We're going to the metro to the supermarket. So you should have your mask on, everything. So we get out of the car. We put our mask on as soon as we get in the car because we don't want to wait or make people wait behind us. So we go. There's a lady there, frees a bird. She gets to the front of the door and security guard's right there. It's like, she's looking for, digging through her purse, looking for the mask. I'm like, oh, well, she could do that. We have our mask on. Like, we go in and we're like, oh, sorry, excuse me. And she's like, sorry, I'm in line. Like, what the heck?
But your shit ain't together.
You should get together.
Step aside.
Yeah, this whole time from the car to get there.
yeah.
And she looks at us with we're the villains. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I was with my brother. I'm like, bro, just relax. There's no lineup. If we went ahead of her, they shouldn't have to wait another minute or two. There was no
Right,
lineup.
right.
There's no
As soon
capacity.
as she found her mask on, she's
Yeah,
in.
she's in.
Yeah.
Say, oh, okay. And he looks at me. I'm like, I start laughing silently Because in his head, he wants to punch this girl in the back of the head. I'm like, I know how you feel. Just let it go.
She's donkey punching.
She looked, she got it, put it on. She went through. And man, we look at the security, can we go? I'm like, yeah. There's no lineup. Just go on through. But that, to this day, it's burning his soul. It's burning my soul too.
Yeah.
I don't know, you had this whole time, like, why make us, I don't know. But like you said in your old podcast, don't expect yourself from other people. Yeah.
Expecting you from other people.
And I don't know, man. It's the people's inconvenience that have.
Yeah.
That's another, like you said, it's basically other people inconveniencing other people for no reason.
Of course.
That's, I have no patience for it. But I'm not a fighter, so I just keep my mouth shut. Cool. But one of these days, pow, to the moon.
I get that.
Oh my God.
Feel that.
How about you, Mark? Did you say what you were? Kids?
Kids.
Is that a real thing though?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Because the funny, like...
Are you just being old? Maybe it's the age thing, maybe.
It's like I said, the older you get, right?
Yeah.
It's the older I get.
Oh! Kids who play music who don't have headphones. It's straight from their phone.
Speakerphone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
Oh, people who just have conversations like that.
Speakerphone.
Yeah.
No regards and stuff.
Noise
Okay,
pollution.
so what are you saying? No,
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a ton of things.
Yeah.
There's a ton of things. Before, I think that always pissed me off in general.
In general. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not like the older I get, whatever. I've been pissed
You're
off.
right.
At
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
that have been
The
doing that.
inconvenience.
I think it's just bit by bit, whatever. Because I remember there was a time in my life that I actually wanted like an army of kids. Not like a full, like let's say maybe 3 max.
Yeah.
A basketball team, like 5 people.
I wanted a 5-piece.
You wanted a 5-piece?
I wanted
Yeah.
a 5-piece.
Fit in a minivan. You get a minivan 7-seater.
I just wanted. I know what you're talking about, but I was looking for 3.
Yeah.
Before I wanted 3 and stuff, whatever. And I was looking, so I was like, yeah, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I can't do this and stuff. But then when I see other people and stuff and like their kids or their teen, my son's not a teenager yet.
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff, I'm like, imagine go through this shit twice or 3 times. Oh,
Yeah.
oh no. Chris Benoit
Maybe
and
not
them
in this
kids.
country. In other countries, it's possible.
Possibly.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
beat them up
But
there.
I guess like living in North
Even
America.
I would say even if probably like an earlier time, like not like this stage, because I would say like my generation then,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Where older siblings help take care of the younger siblings,
Right.
and kind of were like that, almost like that guiding force where
You're a third parent. The oldest sibling was always a third parent.
right,
Yeah.
right, and they were able to communicate things more
Yeah.
if efficiently and more.
Yeah.
You know, kind of getting at your parents might not be able to be more articulate
Yeah.
with how like so back then
The third
So-
parent.
yeah the third parent
So the
back then
CEO and CFO are there, but you're the manager who trains all other people.
right exactly
That's what it is. Yeah.
exactly
Yeah, you gotta
the
train, like,
CEO
no.
walks in,
That's not how you do it.
everything's under control.
Well said.
You got everything.
No,
Okay.
in the 100.
Don't break
that's
that.
not
You're getting me in
happening
trouble. Manager gets in trouble if you break that. So calm down. Don't break that.
Keep it
you
a
know?
buck though, because I always look at stuff like the first child is that experimental child where certain things of like, can it get right? Like I remember I have a cousin, right? She's one of 3.
Right.
She's the eldest.
Okay.
And it was a battle for her to get her cell phone game.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
And it was a battle. They're like, no, we're not doing the cell phone thing. You're too young and blah, blah, blah. She went through all that strife and everything.
Of
When it
course,
came to the
yeah.
other siblings,
Yeah.
they both got cell phones and stuff that quick. So I was like, yo, they need to pay homage to you and stuff like that.
That's right.
You know what shit I done did?
Yeah.
I did this.
Yeah.
Hope did that. So hopefully you don't have to go through that.
Yeah.
So it's like one of
I
those
walk
things.
so you could run.
Yes. Yeah. And I see it. I was like, it's like, yeah. Those times and stuff, whatever. Like, yeah.
That's
Because I always tell people stuff like, yo, you can't raise children in the times that you were created.
right.
Like in those times and stuff, and they're like, yeah, it was not a problem for like the moms to kind of,
Yeah.
give a 2 box, tighten up, straighten up, and
Yeah.
everything, or even yell at the kids and stuff. Now it's kind of like you're underlining their feelings, you're adding to them about, possibly committing suicide, and no one's understanding. You might have a possible mental health.
You got to worry about them startling you.
Yeah. These kids, they fucking pop up everywhere, man. Yo, I'm out of my business and stuff, whatever. Go into my fridge.
Yeah.
Close the damn fridge door. My son's standing there like, oh shit. Like, yo, fuck you come from? You were just in the room, my guy. Make some noise when you come around these corners. You're startling people and stuff, right? And then they're like, that's how you talk to your son? All right, little guy, I'm sorry, but you startled father, okay? I'm sorry. What are we going to do so we don't startle each other?
That's hilarious.
It's too much.
Too much.
It's too much. It's too much. So I'm okay with one.
Yeah.
I'm okay with one. Oh, my sperm works?
Stick with the one.
I'm all right with the one.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Oh man.
We are here, man. At the final hurrah, the final bacchanal level. So say the Suns for the week. Ready?
Ready.
So say the Suns this week says, keep in mind that empty minds make the most noise. So say the Suns. You ever notice some of the most prolific, I want to say, even let's say business-wise, you ever notice that people who know the fucking stock market don't talk about the stock market? You notice? People who have the stock market game mastered, they don't talk about it.
No.
It's the ones and stuff that don't understand or will say invest, stock, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high.
Yeah.
The ones that know, no. So don't go towards the chatter. Go find where it's quiet to get the info. Because I look at it stuff as that a lot of times the stuff, okay, even with us doing this,
Right.
some people do come to us for podcasting.
Right.
And some people don't
Yeah.
come to us for information for podcasting. And it's cool. And when I hear other people and stuff start their podcast stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's dope. I know you. I'm all for you. We know somebody.
Can you say this? I don't get you in trouble.
No, I don't want to say on air.
Yeah.
Right.
But we know somebody
That knows somebody.
who said that this wasn't their landscape.
Okay.
And then it became their landscape.
Okay.
Right.
And then we were like, oh, we here to clap for you. Like, we know, Podical Sons, we not over here. We haters. We not haters.
Yeah.
We were going to clap for it. Like, yo, why you ain't sons a link so we could big you up or maybe, possibly collab and stuff like that, whatever.
Yeah.
Nah. This individual is like, nah.
Nah.
Because even like Smooth and I were looking like, yo, such had a podcast? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was like, it was cool. This just not consistent. So I ended up following up, doing some research and stuff, and this just start like wavering and start faulting off. But it's kind of like, let's say when they get together, they record like 2-3 episodes.
Okay.
So they're wise how they distribute it and place it out, whatever, right? But so it's strategic how it works. And I'm looking at stuff as like, we could give you tips on, or you can fill in slots. And we've talked to other people and stuff before, like, why is your podcast not flowing and going? Do you need us to come help you and stuff like that? And everything, because we've been doing this for 200 episodes plus.
Yeah.
Collaboration over competition. Any day.
Any day.
We're for that over here.
Oh, man.
But people just look at it stuff as like, yo, it's a competition.
Yeah.
So now we don't really talk.
Yeah.
We just do.
Man.
We just do.
I had a cousin told me a story where these guys, this one guy wanted to be an entrepreneur. So he learned how to do driveways.
Right.
So he got good, whatever. Then his friend saw how good he was doing. And he started doing driveways, a competition. And because like, that's so stupid. Why not you keep doing driveways? Because you got good at it already. You have a fan base. And he does windows and doors. So you guys come in as a package.
Right.
Instead of collaborating.
Instead of competition.
And competition. I think that makes no sense.
It was so funny yesterday and stuff, whatever. Somebody pulled up his card and stuff fast as fuck. I died laughing because the funniest thing, I sat down, I'm in my vibe and stuff because he told me, he's like, yo, you got a task at hand. You can come through.
Yeah.
You come through and stuff like that. But we're going to do this for the show and for his other brand.
Okay.
Right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Say less. I'm like, you just got to tell me and I'll cook up something and stuff and I got this, whatever, right? So meanwhile, I'm trying to cook up everything. They're like, hey, yo, Smooth, man. What kind of business you on, man? You trying to outcut other man and everything with your product. You remember his music, his other business and stuff, whatever?
Yeah.
Like you're trying to outcut product by like selling software and hardware and everything. Like he's like, I collaborated with him. He's the reason why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay, because he got a dodgy there.
When he was talking to you?
No, they're talking to Smooth.
Oh my God.
Pertaining to like his online music business and stuff like that, right? They're like, because I was saying it was looking kind of dodgy over here, like, you stepping on his toes. He trying to, what the fuck? Like, yo, he put you on. He's like, Smooth's like, we collaborated.
Yeah.
He's the reason why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
This isn't a competition. I'm not. He's like, oh, okay. And again, and the ones that know, they not talking.
Yeah.
The ones that don't know, making all the noise.
Yeah. Wow.
So say the Suns.
So say the Suns.
Ladies and gentlemen, and others, they, them, we are here at the end. This is it. Like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you guys for enjoying the info And again, this is the therapy that you didn't think you needed, but you got it.
You got it. You got it. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Oh man, death and taxes.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Used to be.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get these gems from Podical Sons. Guaranteed.
You gotta get it.
Once again, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Like, comment, subscribe on all the above, all streaming platforms possible. Google Podical Sons, you'll find us. Thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has limits, stupidity does not. Thank you for listening, everybody. Take care. Peace.
Please. Thanks for having me.
Anytime.
The Podical Sons was not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.